Hello everybody, welcome to another stream, and sorry for the delay, I just want to make sure I can hear my voice. Well, what's up everybody, welcome to another stream, yeah, not long after I did Wheel of Fortune Wednesdays, which is Tuesday I know, but decided to do it as an early episode, considering I will be gone tomorrow afternoon. Tomorrow morning, technically speaking about, but I'll be home for the most of the day until tomorrow afternoon, around 4 p.m. Central Time or so, and then I won't be back home until around Friday afternoon or so. So I figured, hey, may as well do these streams. In which case, where I just did the Wheel of Fortune Wednesdays, not long ago, as of this stream, that is. And being streamed, obviously, being right here. And, like right here, I am doing Sonic Racing Crossworlds as part of this 2025 Christmas special. I mean, what could I say? Sonic Racing Crossworlds is my game of the year right here. I love this game a lot. Sure, it has some design issues, mainly the item balancing, mainly that. Other than that, it's good. Unfortunately, I don't think I'm going to be doing the Knights DLC or the Knights content. On time, because I'm assuming that the Knights are going to be either releasing tomorrow or Christmas Day. In which case, Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, respectively, because, I don't know respectively, but you know what I mean. However, I do plan on covering, Knights, in this game, sometime when I get back home, assuming that my date is correct, that Knights is releasing on Christmas Day. I mean, it makes sense, because Knights, it makes perfect sense. As a Christmas gift towards us Sonic fans who plays this game. I guess racing fans too, for that matter. Maybe I don't know about that, but it's Sega fans too. So here's how things are gonna work out. Since, like I said, I did want to play this game today. The plan is to stream this game at around 3 hours or so, because I want to make this special as, not about unique, but I want to make this as awesome as possible, as great as possible, all that good stuff. And so how things are going to plan out is, I'm going to plan as, maybe not all of the characters, maybe I could do a part 2 of this where I play the remaining characters too, but I'm not promising on that. There's mainly not going to be a 2-parter or a 3-parter or whatever. But yeah, the plan is to play through the characters in left and right order, but once it gets close to the 3-hour mark or so, I may play as a DLC character or two, to make it more fun. And so the plan is to play as quite a bit of the characters in left and right order. And the same applies to the tracks of the Grand Prix. Since unfortunately you cannot do the tracks in quick matches or anything like that, so that's what we're gonna do today. In which case, and I'll be doing. I'll be raising the difficulty by 1. So for every Grand Prix. So say, for instance, Sonic and Tails, and whether I win or not, Sonic versus Tails. And so I win, or so whether I win or not doesn't matter. It will raise by 1, and in this will process. And this will repeat until it gets probably until the max rank. And then, assuming I still have time, which I'm sure it will. But assuming I still have time to do this, then I'll lower the difficulty back to level 1 and all that good stuff. And we'll go on from there, folks. And I'm really looking forward to this Christmas special. Because, like I said, what can I say? Sonic Racing Crossworlds is a fantastic game in its own right, and I would highly recommend this game. Sure, the base game is $70, but the digital deluxe that I bought is I think like 80 or 90 bucks. Actually, now that I think about it, yeah, that's from what I remember. But honestly, this game is worth the money. If I'm being honest here, this game is worth it. You have so much content, and also I don't even know what the customized machine. I don't know what could possibly be new. I don't know what could possibly be new. Because I'm not. Oh, okay. I guess that makes sense. I guess that does make sense. Since I think the Sonic Adventure. Yeah, because basically there was an update that fixed the issue. Where basically, where people that didn't get the Sonic Adventure decal, one of the updates, even though they should have gotten it, some people, well, not me, because I didn't really care. But there was some people out there that complained, and yeah, but I could understand why people would complain though, especially since some people missed out on it. With that being said, yeah, so we're gonna be playing the characters in left and right order, and we'll see how it goes. And I hope things work out well for this stream, and looking forward to it. So we're gonna be doing, we're gonna be doing that today. So we're gonna be doing it on the Sonic Speed. Okay, it's not gonna matter. So we're gonna reach it against Tails, because why not? And like I said, we're gonna lower the difficulty to level 1, and we're gonna start off with the Don Paw Grand Prix, obviously. And yeah, let's see how we go. Also, guys, I'm not gonna promise that this stream is gonna consist of mainly me using the extreme gear. I will see if I can, change it every now and then. But I'm not going to make any promises in terms of that. I'm not going to make any promises. But we'll see how things go from here. I will be skipping the opening intros, except for the boss dialogue. I will not be skipping the rival dialogue here, but I will be skipping... Okay, technically I will be skipping the rival dialogue, but mainly on the win-losing thing. Where it's like, oh no, why are you beating me? No, those I will be skipping. But in terms of rival interactions, when you first start off, these I will not be skipping. To make things go by a little bit quicker. And so yeah, let's see how we do today, and I hope things work out well, because yeah, what can I say? Sonic vs. Crossworlds is a fantastic game. Like I said, some design issues here and there. Like I said, like for example, the item balancing in this game is not all that great. I'll admit it's just not great in terms of the item balancing. They could have done a better job, and I just find it kind of weird because I know a lot of people are complaining about it, and understandably so. May I add, a lot of people complain about that because the item balancing in this game, when the game was in its beta and all that kind of stuff, people were complaining. Not about, well, not me because I didn't play the beta or any of that, or the open network beta testing thing. Okay, so we're gonna start off with a random track here for the Crossworlds mechanic. And what do we get here? Oh yeah, the like Aqua Force or whatever from Sonic Forces. For the record, I do not like Sonic Forces. In fact, I hate Sonic Forces. I despise it, and it's and even if I didn't despise it, and let's just say I wanted to cover the game. Let's just say I wanted to cover Sonic Forces. Even if I wanted to cover the game, I can't cover it anyway. I can't cover it because Sonic Forces has blocked scene. So meaning that if I were to say stream a blocked scene, it's just gonna show a blue screen on the viewer's side. And they will not be able to see it, but I think they'll be able to hear. I think they'll be able to hear the dialogue, but they just can't actually see it. And it's a shame too, because Final Fantasy X, that means I will not be able to show off that game. I mean, technically I did show it off, originally, but that stream series is no longer going to be on my channel. Yeah, like I said, it's no longer going to be found on my channel. It's no longer going to be found. It's no longer going to be found. And I wouldn't be able to cover that game anyway, because
can't beat the best.
The reason why I won't be able to cover the game is because if I'm going to attempt to issue master, that game contains blocked scene. So this means that, like I said, it means that if I were to show a blocked screen or blocked scene, it's gonna show that blue screen, like I said, and I won't be able to cover it. And Final Fantasy X, just Final Fantasy X, not X-2, but Final Fantasy X has 2 blocked scenes, as far as I know. The first one I can think of off the top of my head is the scene where Titus, yes, I say Titus, not Titus. Get over it, people. Get over it. but okay. I'm kidding about the get over it, people thing. But yes, I do call the main character Titus, not Titus. I don't care. But yeah. Basically the scene where Titus and Yuna, where Yuna is crying, and Titus kisses her underwater and stuff like that. Yeah, that scene is locked, so I will not be able to. I won't be able to stream Final Fantasy X for that reason. And also the ending cutscene. The ending cutscene is also blocked. Or at least from what I remember, not right away. But as soon as it gets to the part from what I remember where Titus and Yuna are back on that giant airship thing, I forgot what it was called. But yeah, that's blocked too. But yeah, so there's that. Also, hi, welcome to the stream, I suppose. And so yeah, the North Star Island, I think this is, from Sonic Superstars, this Crossworlds. The mechanic of the random. Preferably, I do choose random. Here, I preferably choose random. Things interesting for the Crossworlds mechanic. Yep, indeed. I do choose random the majority of the time, but if there is a track, there is a track I really do like this to race on. Like for example. Oh, okay, I don't even want to do it there before. Let's say, for example, if there's Holoska from Sonic Unleashed, then I'll see if I can try to go over there. And based on what I heard from many people, and yeah, the AI difficulty is pretty decent. You know, pretty fine in like levels 1 through 5. But one, oh, okay, I'm an idiot. But yeah, once you get to, like, up to, like, 6 and onwards, that's when the AI cheats. And the reason why I'm saying that is because there's this one time where I think I threw, like, a green glove or red glove at one of my opponents. And even though, from what I remember, I did not see, one of my AI opponents using... I don't remember what my AI opponent even using an item to block it, and I could have sworn I hit one of the AI opponents, and they somehow still blocked it despite. Yeah, that's just how I remember. I don't even remember, but that's just how my memory serves. But oh, by the way, as well too, also let's talk to Fan 3. Sorry, Sonic 182, Fan 3, aka Virgin Sam Luke, all that good stuff. Welcome to the stream. Hope you enjoy it. And, yeah. So, like I said, I plan on streaming this game for 3 hours, like I said. But like I'm also trying to say, too, because I just saw this now. There is no guarantees I'll be streaming this game for the full 3 on hours. For the full on 3 hours. That, you know, yeah, same here. I mean, what can I say? This game is my game of the year for me. It's a shame that Mario Kart World basically beat this game in terms of sales. But then again, of course it's gonna. But of course, Mario Kart World is gonna beat Sonic the Crossworlds in terms of sales-wise because Mario is just more popular than Sonic, and what that with Mario Kart World is a launch title. And I wouldn't be surprised if most of the sales for Mario Kart World was from the Mario Kart World launch. I did Mario Kart World myself, but I had to get the game separately. On digital download because they didn't have the Mario Kart World models that I wanted. But I do have a Switch 2 though, and Switch 2, apparently the sales aren't doing all that great, apparently, according to Game Explain and stuff. So if that is the case, then this has turned out to be a Wii U situation all over again. What? Wait, did we just have this? Yeah, we did. In the previous track. Which is very, very weird. You don't see that every day. You don't see that a whole lot. Where you get like 2 at the back-to-back Crossworlds on random. You don't see that the same track, like back-to-back like that constantly. Like holy shit. Like damn. I'm surprised on that. Like, and it's funny too, because I think I also saw one of the tracks that also could have that had pretty much the same premise. So I find that a little weird. But hey, this is RNG. I can't blame it on the game. And the funny thing is, it is actually RNG. It's really RNG because how this is if there's a Crossworlds mechanic, the Crossworlds basically for the Crossworlds mechanic, basically for every time the race gets loaded in, two separate tracks already loaded in as soon as it's done loading. And it is RNG. It is RNG because you can literally retry on the round, you know, and you'll get a completely different track. So it is RNG. It's not the same every time. And that's what makes it unique. It's just kind of weird how I got two of the same tracks in a row. Not that complaining, but damn, what kind of RNG is this? Like, good lord, I don't know what the RNG even is. Very weird RNG.
Woo, number 1.
And also, by the way, for the record, I also don't plan on restarting the rounds either, as well. So, which means that say if I am doing like piss poor, then I gotta suck it up, even on hard difficulties. Especially considering the fact that I already got pretty much like all the machine parts, I think if I'm not mistaken, based on what I know, in terms of what I noticed from my achievements / trophies list, or challenges list, or whatever the game calls these things. So, but who knows? Maybe this game, who knows, you know?
I can't let it go like this. I've got to up my game.
But considering the fact that you're on level 1 CPU, Tails, I don't think you'll up your game all that much.
Let's go.
Basically, when it comes to these particular things right here, there is no Crossworlds mechanic in the final round. Basically, it's basically the same tracks you rode on that you went on. Besides, you know, the Crossworlds mechanic, obviously, and so that's just how it is. Yeah, Omo Chow is actually pretty useful if you want to go on the grass for better shortcuts like that. So it is. Omo Chow is more useful than you think. Because at first I thought Omo Chow was useless once you have 100 rings, but no, he's actually useful. You know, in these scenarios, that's actually pretty cool. And I remember, I don't think I even knew that until I think I saw like the video showcasing that, and then I'm like, oh wow, that's cool. And yeah, as you guys all know too, Sonic Racing Crossworlds is gonna be getting more content too, and that's why we got Joker, and Miku, SpongeBob and Patrick, etc., you know, and like I said earlier, we're getting Nice as well too later on this month. And we are getting Mega Man later on next month too, or not next month, but next year. If I'm not mistaken, we are getting Pac-Man, next month though. And what can I say? I mean, I would have called myself a Pac-Man fan, far from it, in fact, but I do like me some Pac-Man though, regardless. Pac-Man is a cool series. I mean, what can you say? Pac-Man is a good series, and also on top of that, Super Mario Brothers, the original game anyway, revolutionized gaming. If it wasn't for the original Pac-Man, video games, or Pac-Man, if it wasn't for the original Super Mario Brothers, then yeah, if it wasn't for the original Super Mario Brothers, gaming would not be as how it is today, folks. And heck, if it wasn't for Mario, I don't think we would have even gotten Sonic. Because the whole point, that's why Sonic was even created, was to rival Mario. That's the whole point, that's why Sonic was made. So without Mario, no Sonic. Without Nintendo, well, the video games would not be as how it is today, folks. And in fact, I wouldn't be all that surprised though if video games would have ended probably around the 80s if it wasn't for Mario and Nintendo.
You tried so hard though.
No, you didn't, because you're set to level 1.
time.
But yeah, it's to be expected that I won in first place overall, but that's to be expected. That's to be expected, since again, I'm level 1 CPU AI. So... So yeah, like I said, now it is time to play as Tails, because like I said, we're going to be playing the characters in left order until it's closer to the 3 hour mark, in which case, I'll be playing as the DLC characters. Oh, okay, I was getting ready to say, why isn't doing the no new rival thing? So yeah, we're gonna be racing against Knuckles. Actually, you know, screw it. Why not? Let's screw it. Why not? Screw it. Let's screw it. And when it comes to the rivals, I'll probably just do it the opposite of the character. So like here, I'll be this rival will be Sonic, and so yeah, I guess it makes sense too, considering that Sonic is held. So yeah, we are gonna have Sonic to rival number 2, and in which case, rival level 2 by the way, and we're gonna be going to the Wisp Grand Prix as well, and let's do it. And yeah, also for the record, I also did beat Freedom Planet 2 a second time, but this time this playthrough was on the Switch 2, unlike before it was on the Switch 1, and I did go over 100% completion, well at least in terms of the time capsules wise, and let me say, like, it was kind of cool, but like, in terms of getting that, but damn,
Bring your A game, buddy. Show me what you got.
Brace yourself. You're gonna be following me this time.
which is a reference to how it is in like the old school Sonic games where Tails would follow Sonic around, pretty much constantly throughout the whole game. So that's a reference to that. To those who don't know.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah, now we're over in Metal Harbor from Sonic Adventure 2, and Sonic Adventure 2, I think it's a fine game. Don't get me wrong. I think it's a fine game. I think it's okay. I think it's an okay of a game. So don't get me wrong, folks. I think it's fine. I think it's a fine game. I think it's fine, but I don't think Sonic Adventure 2 is as good as people say it is. I actually prefer Sonic Adventure 1 over Sonic Adventure 2. I don't know. I don't know if that's like a hot take or if it's just a common opinion or what. But in my honest opinion, I don't like Sonic Adventure 2 all that much. The only thing I like in the game besides the Chao Garden and I guess some of the music is the gameplay of and I guess the gameplay of Sonic and Shadow, but that's pretty much it. And I guess kind of the story too. Okay, now we're in White Space from the Shadow, from Shadow Generation. I almost said the Shadow the Hedgehog game. But, speaking of which, Nick needs Lighted, or in this case, come and party with Nick. He's actually doing this 326 marathon thing, where he plays through all 326 possible storyline things. And I wish him the best of luck on that, because like it's bound as it is that you have to basically beat the game 10 times, but in separate order of the endings that you get, just to get to the last story segment. You know, that is bad enough as it is. But the fact that he's going the extra mile and doing 326, good luck on him on that one, because I'm doing another playthrough of the Shadow the Hedgehog game. Well, I kind of took off on it. So, but as we speak, I am thinking about continuing my replay through on it one of these days. In which case, in this replay through, I do want to try to find all the keys. But that is what I have planned. Yeah, the Shadow the Hedgehog game, despite the game's flaws, I don't think the game is as bad as people says it is. Like, don't get me wrong, the Shadow the Hedgehog game, it's not good. It's not good. I could definitely see why a lot of people do not like a Shadow the Hedgehog game. It has design issues. Like for example, say for example, if you're teaming up with like say the dark side, like say if you're teaming up with the dark side, but the only way to progress in the level is to defeat the aliens, you'll get scolded for being the enemies in the hero storyline, despite the fact that's the only way to progress in the level. The fact that there are 326 possible endings in the game, although it's technically the same 10 endings, but it's just ending names are different. I don't know, slightly different, but they are still different all the same in terms of title names wise. Some of the missions are outright ridiculous. Like for example, the dark mission over at okay, I forgot what the level was called, but it's the one where we're in some digital area. You know it's not digital circuit, but you're in some digital area with Espio, and you have to, and basically the dark side on that is you're teaming up with you're teaming up with Black Doom, or in this case the Doom guy, and it's your job to destroy 30 of something, and the A requirement is so pathetically easy that they knew it was an issue. That even the developers knew it was terrible because I think, if I'm not mistaken, the A requirement is like, it's like 15 minutes or below or something like that, or whatever. Because even like I said, even the developers knew that it was overkill.
Random track. Nice, but I'm right behind.
Well, barely, but yeah. And among other issues. Oh yeah, that's okay. Yeah. And also the fact as well that the only playable character in the multiplayer mode is Shadow, along with the android Shadows too, unless you want to count the yellow Shadow. And among other issues that the Shadow the Hedgehog game has. So, you know, and I'll admit, maybe it's because I grew up with it, but I don't think the Shadow the Hedgehog game is as bad as people said it is. And I do agree of the game's fault. However, the Shadow the Hedgehog game, in my opinion, it's a guilty pleasure of mine. It's a guilty pleasure. Okay, I don't know why I threw that behind me, but yeah, I can definitely see why a lot of people just not like the Shadow the Hedgehog game. Like I said, the game has plenty of faults, and the game could have been better designed in some instances, and among others. But like I said, you know, I don't think the game is as bad as it says it is. But again, it's probably because I grew up with it. But if you want to experience the Shadow the Hedgehog game, please experience it on either the GameCube or original Xbox version, but preferably the GameCube version, since that's what it was originally designed for. On the PS2 version of it, yeah, definitely stay away from it because of long loading times, and on top of that, there's quite a bit of slowdown in various instances of the game, and among others. You know, the Shadow the Hedgehog game, like I said, it's a fine game. Like I said, it's a fine game. It's fine. But I can definitely see why a lot of people does not like the game. I can definitely see why. But again, I don't think it's as bad as people says it is. But again, I can see why. But you know, it's just my opinion. You know, that's my opinion, and I don't care. I don't care what people says. The game could have been better, for sure. Don't get me wrong. It could have been a lot better. And in fact, there's a mod or a ROM hacker or whatever of Shadow the Hedgehog called the Shadow the Hedgehog game, and it's called Shadow the Hedgehog Reloaded. And basically, they do certain things to make the game a better experience. Like for example, you have to get like 3 separate endings in the game instead of 10, just to get to the last story segment, and among others. And I think they also did this thing to where you unlock expert mode by doing something else too. It's like, but yeah, based around what I heard, Tell That Truck Reloaded does seem like a pretty decent ROM hack or mod or whatever. It does seem like a fine, better way to play the Tell That Truck. It does seem to be a pretty nice thing, but well, unfortunately my computer's shit, and I could run it on Dolphin emulator, but I don't want to experience the game. But I don't want to play the game with touch controls, unless it's like Fire Emblem Path of Radiance and Fire Emblem Radiant Dawn and stuff like that. Since those games are turn-based anyway, and they're grid-based. Yeah, you know, it's grid-based, it's turn-based, so Fire Emblem, you know, I don't really mind playing it on a touchscreen, but you know, I'm not gonna say how to play on Dolphin emulator. I'm not gonna say how to do it, because you guys are on your own on that one. But if you guys want to play a Dolphin emulator, you know, all that good stuff, well, you're on your own. Like I said, you guys are on your own. I'm not gonna tell you guys how to do it, but you guys will figure it out. I assure you. It's pretty simple stuff, but I'm not gonna tell you guys how to do it for obvious reasons. And also, Colorful Mall is a pretty fun track as well. Oh, and I know people are gonna be like, "Oh, no, they're ripping off Coconut Mall," because you know, it doesn't make sense. When you think about it, because there is a literal track in Mario Kart called Coconut Mall, which, if I'm not mistaken, originated from Mario Kart Wii, if I'm not mistaken. And oh wow. Well, I actually might get in, oh, okay. Oh, well, at least I got Knuckles, at least. Probably not gonna get in first place, but... Oh, wow, I did get in first place. Oh, wow. I'm kind of surprised on that, considering that Omega and I were literally close to each other. No, they're not complaining. Oh, yeah, speaking of which, I think at this rate, I may as well just look up the locations of the Red Star Rings still. Apparently you don't get anything for collecting them all, which I think, well, assuming that is true, then that is kind of stupid. They could have had this thing to where you unlock by collecting them all. Not only do you get a whole bunch of Red Star Rings, or not Red Star Rings, but Dawn Paw tickets, but you also, I would also design it to where you get like a Red Star Ring Extreme Gear and a Red Star, and on top of that a Red Star Ring car for your troubles. That's what I would have done if I was a game designer, but whatever.
Time to get serious.
Well, considering that you're on level 2, I don't think you're gonna try. I don't think you're gonna try that hard. But then again, who knows? Maybe you will get serious. Maybe you will, because I literally have some situations out there where it'll be a close call between me and a level 1 CPU player, and I'm not kidding. I think I've had that happen before. So hey, you never know. Okay, I don't know what hit me, because I wasn't paying attention. But either way, that was kind of dumb on my part. But yeah, believe me, especially when I get to play as Amy, yeah, enjoy her voice lines, because literally, yeah, all you literally use 1, 2, 3, 4. And so basically it gets kind of annoying because she repeats, the same freaking numbers. So sometimes you'll literally get situations where it's like 1, 1, 1, 1. Kind of annoying, honestly, but what can you do? But you know, what can I say? Oh, well, nice try, Knuckles, I think. Oh yeah, I think it's Knuckles. I'm only saying it based on what I can see on the character model. But yeah, like I said from earlier, one of my parts, or probably multiple of my parts in Sonic Racing Crossworlds. I did, not really, no, it's not that I did, but I play as Tails as well as Cream in terms of my mains wise. But yeah, I do main Tails and Cream. Those are my mains. It's pretty much the whole point as to why I created Extreme Gears specifically for Tails and Cream, but I did use some other ones like Joker. One for Joker, for example. But in terms of DLC wise, Joker is one of my mains. You know, I mean, what can I say? The Persona series means a lot to me. What can I say? I've been in love with the Persona series, the Persona franchise, since May of 2020. And I'm not kidding around. I could literally go on all day about how much I love the Persona franchise and how much it means to me. What can I say? I love the series that much. You know, but yeah, it's one of the reasons as to why I made Joker. But what can I say?
Yeah, victory!
But yeah, if you guys are big RPG fans, also 666 double number, interestingly station number, whatever you guys want to call it here. But
next time.
But yeah, if you guys want to play, if you guys are big RPG fans, I would highly recommend Persona, the Persona series.
This is only the beginning. You'll see.
Mainly Persona, like Persona 3 Reload, Persona 4 Golden, and Persona 5 Royal, respectively. You know, cause see, Persona 3 Reload, because it's a remake of Persona 3, and it's so you know, and there's also Persona 4 Golden, which is basically an enhanced port of Persona 4, but they added more content, more cutscenes, more days, and by that I mean more days to spend time with your friends. Marie is brand new, which minor spoilers is for Marie. If you want to get the golden ending, you do have to see max Marie's social link at a certain time frame. And also on top of that too, make sure you say the correct responses to a certain story point, which I won't get into. And Persona 5 Royal, because it is an enhanced port of Persona 5, but just like Persona 4 Golden, they add in more content, more story cutscenes, etc., etc. Sure, it's easier than the base Persona 5, because it seems like you do more damage and stuff, like even on normal or hard difficulties. And Merciless, they made it even easier than they did than it did in the DLC of the original Persona 5, because they like tripled weaknesses and stuff, making it pretty easy to one-shot enemies. And also on top of that, you get more experience and more money, which I think is a kind of weird, because like you would think that would only be on safety and easy difficulties, but no. You get more money and more gold. Sorry, yeah, not gold, but more money, aka yen, and more EXP. But I'm getting way off track. Well, I'm sorry. I can't help it. I love the series so much. But with that being said, let's play Knuckles, aka the Knucklehead, and let's see what kind of extreme gears I have for Knuckles. I guess I'll use this one. I guess I really don't care. So, yeah, so now it is time for Tails. No wait. Oh no, wait, I already did Tails, because you know Sonic and Tails, and then it's Sonic. So I guess I'll go against Amy then, I guess. And before I forget, as well, Rival Level 3. In which case now we're gonna go to Boom Boo Grand Prix, which Mystic Jungle, Apatos, and Wonder Museum. Yeah. So yeah, let's do this. I just better be hoping that the game doesn't crash though, because I do know I think it's in like Grand Prix number 4 or number 5 or so. But there's this track called Pumpkin Mansion, and there was this one stream I was trying to do where it kept on crashing on me. So there was that issue.
Well, I know you won't hold back, so neither will I. Let's just see who's the toughest racer.
I like that attitude. Yeah. Now I'm all fired up. Let's go.
And I also do like a Sonic. I do like a Sonic. But I do like a Sonic, Sonic Unleashed. That's my all-time favorite Sonic game. Sonic Generations is a close second for me. Also, what the fuck? What the fuck was that? I don't know what the heck was going on there. Yeah, but anyway, yeah, Sonic Unleashed, love that game. Sonic Generations, my second favorite game of Sonic of all time. Sonic Four-Star, I already told you guys how much I hate the game. What can I say? I hate it so much. It's a terrible game. Please don't play it. It's terrible. I hate it. Sonic Four-Star is terrible. It's disgusting of a game. And I don't recommend it. It's terrible. And, well, too bad, Amy. You weren't fast enough. And it's kind of funny, too, considering that I believe we're going on the same track anyways in this Grand Prix, so that's kind of funny. But yeah, Sonic and Knuckles is my favorite of the 2D Sonic, but Sonic 2 is a close second. You know, Sonic and Knuckles is a good game, Sonic 2 is also good, you know, it's good, you know, I like it, it's fun. And I know that is a very popular opinion, but, you know, and my least favorite of the classic Sonic games is Sonic CD. It's not that Sonic CD is bad, far from it, but, I don't know in fact, but far from it. Like far from it, okay, yeah, far from it in fact, but, okay, I should be saying in fact, because that would imply that it's a fact, but in my opinion, Sonic CD isn't all that bad. I mean, it is my least favorite for sure. But, you know, it is my least favorite, but it reminds me, like, way back when, oh, well, that was my fault, my bad. But it reminds me when Sonic CD was loved by many people, especially when the remasters came out. You know, the PC remaster, you know, by Christian Whitehead and stuff. Yeah, people were praising the heck out of it, the hell out of it. And understandably so, I guess. Well, understandably so. Because, oh wow, I'm an idiot. Oh wow, well, okay, fine, Amy, you win the first place on that one. That was my fault, wasn't paying attention to that. But yeah. I will say that, it's just a rather of opinion.
You tried, that's what counts.
Well, to be fair, Amy, if it wasn't for me, accidentally run to that frickin' spike I wasn't paying attention to, by the way, then yeah, I would've gone first place on that one. But hopefully later on down the road, hopefully, Sega will add in, like, some kind of update where you can do single races instead of having to do the Grand Prix. Because the only way where you can race again on the tracks regularly, the solo way, is on time trials. Unless that's a thing in online mode. In which case, if that is a thing, then fair enough. But unfortunately for me, I don't have PSN Plus, so meaning that I cannot play this game online on my PS4. If I had the Switch 1 and Switch, like if I had the Switch 1, Switch 2 versions of the game, then it wouldn't be much of an issue since I have the Switch Online for Smash. That doesn't matter. The reason being is because I game on my on Nintendo systems more than I do with PlayStation, but I still do like Sony PlayStation. I like how I got both Amy and Baruch doing it at the same time. Okay, I'm not even paying attention at this point. But yeah. Although I will have to admit, though, I am gonna have to calm down my voice down. Though I mean, I'm not like screaming or anything, but I will have to agree to myself that I am gonna have to make my voice a bit more quieter, because I don't want to get in trouble. And I do apologize on that. But you know, I don't mean to raise my voice or anything like that. I don't mean to. Yeah, I don't mean to. It's just me trying to explain my personal thoughts on certain stuff. I just cannot help it, so I do apologize if I'm raising my voice a tad or a lot. I don't know. I do apologize. Yeah, so I do apologize. But it's just, I can't help it. I just love Sonic Racing Crossworlds, and I do. And I am a big Sonic fan in general, and I just can't help it. I just can't help but express my thoughts on Sonic. I just can't help it. Like, for example, the Sonic Movie 3. That is my all-time favorite of the live-action Sonic movies. Well, the Sonic Movie 2 is a close second. The Sonic Movie 1 is my least favorite, but it's still not bad. And as for the Knuckles show, the Knuckles series, that is on Paramount Plus. I don't care what people say about it. Yeah, you know, I don't care what people say about it. Yeah, I don't care what people says about the Knuckles show. I don't think the Knuckles show was that bad. But yeah, with you going live right now, Smash Ultimate, I do wish you the best of luck as well. Sonic with you, fan 3, AK first time Luke. Thanks for tuning in to both of my streams. I do really appreciate that. I'll see if I can join on in, but after I'm done with this stream here. But I'm not gonna make any promises about that because I do want to take a shower or a bath or whatever. Especially since I have to make sure my butt is up early tomorrow morning because I gotta go to the bank or whatever. But hey, I do wish you the best of luck all the same. I'll see if I can tune on in. I'm not gonna make any promises, but again, thanks for tuning on into the stream, my guy. Yeah, I do really appreciate it. So thanks for tuning on in. Thanks for stopping by. Because again, I do appreciate that.
Watch it.
And also, this is probably one of my favorite tracks in the game too. Because on the final lap, the exhibits actually turn alive, which is actually kind of a cool little mechanic. Basically, this means that with it, you have to keep on your toes, and that's why I like it. Okay, I'll admit that was not the best use of Omochao, but I thought there was gonna be grass ahead, so that's why I used it there. So I probably could have saved it, but I didn't for some weird ass reason. On my way, Sweet Mountain, let's go. So yeah, see, when it comes to tracks like that, it's usually when I try to choose it because I like the music and everything else. So yeah, I could have done Sonic Colors Ultimate like I did that one year or whatever, or how many times I played it on my channel. But as part of the Christmas special. But I don't know. I just figured basically it's Christmas special. And besides, there is a track on here that is a snow theme, which is actually perfect for Christmas. And Sonic Colors, it's not one of my favorite Sonic games, far from it, in fact, but Sonic Colors, I think it's a good game. It's a good game. But I wouldn't say it's as bad as quite a bit of Sonic fans have been saying it since Sonic Forces. I believe ever since Sonic Forces came out, or at the very least in the year 2017, if not that, if Sonic Forces that it was in the year 2017, I think, was when it was a pretty common opinion that Sonic Colors is a bad game. Ever since 2017. And the reason why a lot of Sonic fans have been giving Sonic Colors a bunch of shit is because the writing is not as good as compared to the other Sonic stores that we had in the past prior to Sonic Colors. And and how they say that the writing is childish, which I do agree is childish. And also another complaint I remember hearing about the original Sonic Colors is our too many 2D sections, which I do agree. There are way too many 2D sections in Sonic Colors. There's way too much. There's more. In fact, there's more 2D than there is of 3D. And among other issues, but I don't think Sonic Colors is as bad as Sonic fans say of how it is nowadays. But I find it kind of ironic though, because I remember way back when the days when Sonic Colors was pretty much new, I don't know about relatively new, but pretty much back then when Sonic Colors was new, a lot of Sonic fans, they were saying that Sonic Colors, it is a breath of fresh air, and how it is a good Sonic game. And then like 2017 or whatever later, then people were starting to have second thoughts about it. But hey, this is the Sonic fan base for you. This is the Sonic fan base where they constantly change their opinions.
I've got to make this count.
Yeah, Sonic fans, they change their opinions a lot, and I mean a lot. Like, what were they like? Oh yeah, Sonic Adventure 2. It's a good game, best Sonic game of all time. And then like whatever later, then whatever later, then you have pretty much the same Sonic fans being like, nope, no, actually no, Sonic Adventure 2 it's a bad game and it's never been good this whole time. And you know what? And all that, the Sonic fan base, they can't pick up their vibes, you know, when it comes to Sonic. Like, Sonic fans are never satisfied. Even if we were to get a Sonic Adventure 3, and it's just as good, if not better, than Sonic Adventures 1 and 2 combined, you still have Sonic fans pissing and moaning and bitching about it, you know. Like I said, Sonic fans, they're never happy. They're never happy. They just aren't. I mean, I don't mean to, you know, dick ride Sonic, because I'm not. I mean, you know, Sonic has had his ups and downs before. Sonic 06, Sonic Memorize the Lyrics, Sonic Labyrinth, and among other Sonic games, you know. But I'm just saying, you know, like Sonic fans, they just can't pick up their damn mind. I mean, at this point, people may as well saying that Sonic Schoolhouse is the best Sonic game of all time. And no, I'm not saying it where Sonic fans are saying it ironically. I mean, what I mean is people may go around saying it like genuinely, where they're like, oh no, yeah, Sonic Schoolhouse, it's one of the best Sonic games of all time. Even though it's an educational game, but you know, I'm just saying, you know, the Sonic fans, again, they're never satisfied. And then may as well say that Sonic X on the frickin' Easter is the best Sonic game ever. Stuff like that. It's kind of funny too. I mentioned that because a long time ago, I don't think I've ever owned a Leapster, or at least not that I recall. But there is a thing. But there is a Sonic game released on the almost a Lego Leapster, but on the Leapster. Yeah, it was on the Leapster, and it was based on Sonic X. But the funny thing is about that game, see, that game teaches kids like letters and numbers and shit like that or whatever. But the thing of it is, the game literally holds your hand. Like even if you get the answer wrong, the game will highlight you the correct answer, which in my opinion is not all that great for kids because that's just holding their hand. I get it, made for kids, so I get that, but you know, but I'm just saying that's just not a good thing for kids, because sure, it teaches them, you know, letters, numbers and shit like that, but also remove the 4, but it makes it a funny number.
You're making me look bad.
But yeah, it's just not good for kids, because they're not learning anything. So. Also, BlitterMan17, welcome to the stream. Hope you enjoy this as well.
Can't beat the best.
Alright, so we're off to a good start. And by good start, I mean like 53 minutes in. So far so good. We're doing a pretty good job on these races. And then watch this. I jinx myself later on. Alright, so yeah, we did Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles. Now it's time for aiming because of what I'm doing. Sonic Speed, and then go against Knuckles, I guess, because of what I've been doing. Oh, before I forget, rival to number 4, level 4. And so now it is time for the Pumpkin Grand Prix, and like I said, I better be hoping that the game does not crash. So, but yeah, I am glad that you are here, Blizzard. Cannot speak English. Gosh dang it. But I am glad that you are here, BlitterMan17, all the same. And like I said earlier, like in that post, you know, or whatever, like I said, you know, I figured may as well stream this game now since I'll be gone. Like technically tomorrow morning, but I'll be back. But then I'll be gone again tomorrow afternoon, and then I won't be back until like Friday afternoon because I gotta work on Friday.
I know you want a friendly race, but I don't. I want a challenge. Show me what you got.
All right, we'll do it your way. No holds barred racing action.
Well, yeah, in a way, yeah. Yeah, it's basically the whole point as to why, like I said, that I won't be back, like starting tomorrow afternoon all the way till Friday, because basically I'm going over, I'm going over to somebody's house, namely my mom and mom's boyfriend's house, namely, because it's been Christmas Eve, Christmas Day with them, so. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I mean, I already received one of my Christmas presents early this month, and by that I mean it was like, I think it was on a Sunday, I think it was. But basically what I received was as an early Christmas thing were Sonic socks. I'll just show you that on DMs with Red 17, so you can see what they look like and stuff. I already wore one of my pairs already, but I'll just show you via DMs if I can remember later.
Like this. Random track.
But in terms of what I'll be getting for my other presents, I don't know. I mean, apparently one of my presents I won't be receiving till much later on anyway, because of back order. So it's gonna be a bit of a while before I receive one of their presents. Apparently that one I'm gonna be all emotional on.
Like that.
But we'll just see as time goes on. But oh wow, I'm surprised that even hit Vector. Didn't think it. Then again, that being an explosion. Of course it's gonna hit. So. Oh no, time to be annoyed again. What? What, 2, 3. Because you know, like seriously, I feel so bad for people who main Amy and they don't play this game with mods. I feel so bad for those Amy mains, because they literally have to hear 1, 2, 3 or 4 here, what, because the characters they literally restart their lines pretty much after every trigger or whatever. Pretty much after every time they touch the ground and stuff. For a second there, I thought I found it missing a red star ring, but no, I already found all the red star rings in the track anyway. You can tell because of the top right corner of the screen. So you can tell which ones I have found and which one I haven't found. And I'm able to just look it up online on some of these, because I haven't found some of these red star rings as we speak. Oh wow, Knuckles, you're way far behind. I know you're at like level 4 or whatever, but dang, you're so slow. Oh damn.
Yay! Go me!
But you know, what can I say? Oh wait, what? No, wait, I did? Wait, what? Wait, I'll have to look it up later. I'll have to look it up. I'll have to look at,
This proves nothing. Let's go.
like, I wasn't even paying attention, and I don't even know what red star ring I found. I mean, I'm not complaining, mind you, but I don't know which one I possibly could have found. I wasn't paying attention. Damn. I mean, to be fair, I was mainly more so paying attention to the chat and along with my personal life and stuff that I was not paying attention. That's what happened earlier today when I was doing Wheel of Fortune Wednesdays, because I wasn't paying much attention on the puzzles, and I had a difficult time solving some of the puzzles. Not that I know Red 17 doesn't care about that stuff, but I just thought I'd mention it because it is in relation to what I'm talking about. But I just find it so weird. Okay, come on, Knuckles, that was kind of unfair. And also, okay, that was my own fault there, but damn. But yeah, okay. I'll get ready to say it better not fall off again, because that'd be so bad. That'd be bad. That'd be so bad if I fell off. And it's weird too, because I was playing this game quite a bit off stream recently. Also, what am I even doing? I was playing the game quite a bit off stream, and of all the times I played this game on stream, I was able to make that shortcut with ease, with relative ease. And for some reason I can't do it on stream. Not that I was practicing, mind you, but of all the times I was playing this game off stream, like I said, and I couldn't, like, I mean, I was able to make it, and you know, and here it's like, nope, not today, sucker. Not that I'm raging, because I'm not, but. Well, what can I say, you know? Oh yeah, better be careful with the. Okay, how did I not get hit by the bomb item that whoever who threw it at me? Because from my perspective, it looked like I was not gonna dodge that. From my perspective. Okay, I better at least make this one. Okay, I was able to make that. Thank God.
Oh, it's on now.
What the hell? You're totally not ruining it all. Okay, got saved. Yeah, Ocean View is probably one of my favorite tracks in this game. Not because it's a returning like stage from like Sonic and All Stars Racing Transformed or whatever, but because I like the final lap music. I love the final lap music so much because of the Supersonic Racing lyrics. So, although some parts of the song reminds me of the Flintstones. Don't ask why, it just does. Don't ask why in the comments. It just does. But yeah, Pumpkin Mansion. Thankfully it did not crash on me. Thank gosh on that. Because there was this one stream, like I said, where this particular area would crash on me. And I think the only way I was able to fix that was by restarting my PS4 or by rebuilding my database or whatever. I kind of hope that I get a PS5 for Christmas this year, but I have my doubts. But hey, you never know. I'm saying that because I know PS5s aren't cheap. Because if you want the discless version, I think that's like $400 bucks. Yeah, but if you want the disc version, that's like $500 bucks or so.
Oh, it's on now.
But hey, you never know. I could get a PS5. And that'd be so cool if I could get a PS5. That's like the best thing ever.
Random track.
But yeah, random track it is. Yay! Because I started more anyway. I mean, at this point, maybe I should just play with Amy in Spanish. Not that I'm gonna do that, of course, for obvious reasons. But I mean, that way, you know, playing the game in Spanish, then you would hear Amy be like, uno, like uno, dos, tres, cuatro, or whatever. And that would be kind of funny, but I mean, not that I would do that for right now, unless I want to do it as some kind of joke or meme stream. But in actuality, I don't think I would actually do it unless I want to do it as a joke. But you never know, I could do it as a joke. And speaking of which, I'm also thinking about doing this thing. Thanks for reminding me. But I was thinking about doing this thing where we're probably sometime next year I could like do a stream series on Persona 4 Golden. But I play it on the hardest difficulty setting without changing any of the difficulty settings, besides making it to very hard difficulty, obviously. And making it to where I try to choose different responses based on what I said. But where different responses to based around the characters and stuff. I am thinking about doing that too sometime next year. Probably very early on, but I can't make any promises about that. Due to personal life reasons. That's all I'm gonna say in that regard. Due to personal life reasons, that may or may not be a possibility. That's all I'm gonna say in that regard. Yeah, because like I said, personal life reasons, and because of personal life reasons, I'm probably not going to be able to have the time to do so. Due to, like I said, personal life reasons, and I'm not going to say why. I'm just not going to. because it's my personal life, and it's not that you guys really need to know. All I'm gonna say is you know, due to personal life reasons, I may or may not get to do it. Not that I'm trying to, make myself sound depressed or and I'm not trying to gain any sympathy either. I'm not. So if anyone in the comments that are like, "Oh, video game 96, you're just trying to make us feel bad and stuff like that." No, I'm not. I'm just telling you guys the reason as to why I may or may not get to it. Because again, like I said, personal life reasons. That's all I'm gonna say in that regard. And if you guys want more information, well, don't ask.
Don't count me out yet.
Because I'm not gonna answer. I'm not gonna answer any questions in relation to that. That's all I'm gonna say. So. And also, guys, I don't want anyone asking me on DMs, those who know me as well, because I don't want, I don't want anything bad to happen. So, all I'm gonna say is, as of right now, I'm doing just fine as of right now. But so that's all I'm gonna say in that regard. That's all I'm gonna say. Oh wow, like how Bull Knuckles and I have the same freaking item. Sorry about me saying the F-bomb, by the way, I could not help it. And also, that did not make any sense. I threw it before Knuckles did, and the game still somehow said it got hit. That made no sense at all.
Oh, it's on now.
Okay, at least that I'll tolerate. It actually did actually run to the spiked item, but it's like good story that made no sense otherwise. Sorry, but I don't know why I said that. Hello, DBZard number 1. Welcome to the stream, and hope you enjoyed as well. Well, try to anyway, because like I said, I did want to make the stream go to, like I said, around 3 hours or so. And once it gets close to the 3 hour mark, once it gets close to around the 3 hour mark or so, I do want to, you know, play as DLC characters. The DLC characters. That is what I have currently planned right now. Oh yeah, be careful with the fire, and don't be like me who decided to be a complete idiot about it, because when you hit the fire, you basically lose your rings and lose speed. So don't do what I did, for being a complete idiot there. That was my bad. Well, it's not gonna really matter if the race is almost done. Also, King Boo, you're not gonna get me because, okay, I guess you technically did, but that didn't stop me from winning. You have to say King Boo. Yes, I say that. So. But yeah, we're doing pretty well here so far.
I'll get you next time.
I'm sorry, that is terribly voice acted, like terribly directed. I get what they were going for with that line. I get what they were going for. But like I get what they were going for. I think it's a reference to like the lyrics of My Sweet Passion from Sonic Adventure 1 and Sonic Adventure 2. But like it just sounds terribly directed of voice acting. It just sounds so bad. Like I don't know. I don't even think the voice actors even tried to make it sound like the tune of My Sweet Passion. I just find it so weird. But yeah. Oh yeah. So off stream, I'm not gonna show it off. I'm not going to. But I did unlock the AI racer for cream and cheese. I did unlock it.
Hello.
As you guys are wondering why I click on cream twice, I don't know why. I guess I just did. Alright. Alright, so Sonic Speed. Change it to level 5. And, okay, so yeah, I first started off as Sonic, then a Tails, and then it was Sonic, and Knuckles. So, I guess it doesn't matter who it is next, but yeah, I did had, yeah, so yeah, Sonic, and the Tails, and the Tails, and then Sonic, and then Knuckles, and then Amy. So I guess, so I guess I'll have Amy as my, actually, no, I lied. I guess I'll have, Big as my level 5A racer. It doesn't really matter, but yeah, I guess now I'm gonna do the Coral Grand Prix. It's gonna be kind of interesting if I do lose against Big, since, you know, Big. Since, like, you know, because, you know, Big, well, okay, I'm not saying, you know, like, intelligence is, like, you know, the way it is, but, like, I'm not saying, like, his intelligence is the way it is, but, like, considering that Big, he likes to fish and stuff, because, you know, fishing is his strong suit, you know, so.
Hi, Cream. And Cheese? Is he driving?
No, silly, I am. You know, he's always with me.
Okay, I find it funny how Big is like, oh, are you driving? Even though Cream, okay, even though Cream is on extreme gear. I mean, I guess it's more like, Cream, are you riding on extreme gear? I understand why they didn't do that, but it would have been kind of cool if they would have changed the dialogue slightly, depending on if you're on a race, depending on if you're on a car or not. But I can understand why they didn't do that. But it would have been kind of cool if they would have come out to do that. But at least they did change the animation, at least, with you know, when you're on extreme gear and stuff. So they did change the animation. So I will give them that. At least they changed the animations. I will give them that. Okay, that was kind of bullcrap, but whatever. The reason I'm saying that was kind of bullcrap is because I should have been able to, you know, but anyway. Wait, what? That doesn't make any sense. Okay, so Cream didn't even do her pointing animation. Yeah, Cream didn't do her pointing animation, but Big did his quote where he doesn't get to choose the Crossworlds. So like, I don't know, like, it's weird. Like, it's weird. Like, I mean, I guess it means I did technically choose the track, but like, it's just so bizarre. Because usually, when it comes to kind of stuff, usually you receive the animation, and also, where am I going? Okay, there we go. But yeah, usually there's an animation. You know, when you get to choose the Crossworld, usually there's an animation for it. But this time around, it didn't play. Like, I think, because the reason I'm saying this because the animation that I saw was the animation when you pass somebody as Cream, which is basically Cream waving at the person who's getting passed. Okay, I'll admit that was not the smartest use of my shield. I'll admit. That was not the smartest use of it. I'll admit that was not the smartest use. Oh, okay, that literally came out of nowhere. That made no sense. But that's what I mean about the item balancing. That's what I'm talking about, like, earlier. The item balancing in this game it needs some work. It needs some work. you know, it needs some work. The unbalancing it is not good. It's not good. And it's funny too, because I remember that was like the big thing people were complaining about. You know, way back when they were doing the beta testing thing, even though I did not participate in that. But yeah, there was a beta testing thing, along with the open network test thing that Sega did, and I think both of those times, people were complaining about the unbalancing and how it's too chaotic and stuff, and they still haven't fixed that.
Good job. My turn next.
And until you like Big the Cat, well, good for you, but it's just big with him constantly losing his pet Froggy. I mean, at that rate, Big, why even keep the frog? May as well just get a new pet, or better yet, don't have a pet at all. I'm just saying, because you keep on losing the dang frog, so it's like why? It's funny too, because there's this fan game, I think it's called Big Fishing something. I don't know. It's like some fishing game, and all I know is that it's a fan game or something. That's all I know about it. But you know, like I'm trying to say, if you like Big the Cat, that's good for you. But to me, I don't care about Big that much. Because, like I said, he loses the frog constantly. Like seriously, he loses his pet frog in Sonic Adventure 1. He loses his pet frog in Sonic Heroes, and you know, yeah. At least in Sonic and Sega All-Star Racing, though, Big's All-Star move is Froggy, where basically Froggy appears and Froggy like jumps around a lot. So at least there's that, but still. It's not that I'm complaining. You know, Big, he's a fine character. He's fine, but I just don't really care about Big that much, you know. That's just my opinion. Well, and at least I'm not like a certain somebody over IGN that I'm not gonna say the exact thing of what they said in terms of what they said in relation to Big. I'm not gonna say anything what they said about it. But if you guys are curious, just type in a Game Scoop, which is basically IGN, by the way. Just type in Game Scoop, Sonic was never good, and you'll see what I'm talking about with that. I mean, nowadays I am over the whole Sonic was never good thing by IGN. Nowadays I'm over it nowadays, but I remember back then that kind of ticked. I remember back in the days that really ticked me off back then. You know, that really ticked me off back in those days. Thankfully I'm not that way anymore. Also, gosh dang it, Big, gosh dang it. But yeah, thankfully I'm not that way anymore, but I remember back then, that really ticked me off back in those days. Also, Coral Town, yeah, I think this is a reference to a Sonic Rush Adventure, because there was just one level. I forgot what it was called, but I think it had pretty much the same concept. In terms of the name wise, but don't quote me on that, folks, because I have not played Sonic Rush Adventure quite a bit of a while, despite the fact that I do have the game. I do have the game, I do have it. It's just, I don't know what happened to my Sonic Rush copy. Just, you know, my Sonic Rush copy? Yeah, I can't really say the name of Sonic Rush, but yeah, I had a copy of Sonic Rush, and then the game case went missing.
Sweet, let's go this way.
Excuse me. And now I don't have the cartridge. Really, technically speaking, I lost the cartridge first and then the game came. But I digress. I don't know what happened to it. All I know is that Sonic Rush, that is the original game. Sonic Rush. I know that game is no longer around in my apartment, and it's a shame too, because Sonic Rush is quite possibly one of my favorite Sonic games of all time too. And the reason why I love the game so much is because I thought the level design was good, I thought the gameplay was fun, the bosses were pretty fun for the most part, and I do remember having a good time with it. Aside from that one level where you're in the sky, I remember that one being kind of bullcrap. And I also remember there was this one, and I also remember the special stages. I mean, they were fine, I guess, but for just the number 7, holy crap, was I not caring all about that one. But hey, I love Sonic Rush. It's a good game. I remember loving the storyline, the music, and all that. And Cream, that was like Cream's last major role in a Sonic game. You know, I mean, yeah, there was Sonic Generations and stuff, but you know what I mean by that. You know what I mean by that, right? Like that was like the last time Cream had a major role in a Sonic game in terms of story-wise, and nobody don't count Sonic Generations. So it is kind of a shame, you know, that was like Cream's like last major role in a Sonic game, Sonic Rush. But Sonic Rush, that was a good game. I liked it. I haven't played the game since like gosh knows how long, but I love that game. And I'm gonna be surprised the last time I played it was back in the old apartment. Not that I'm gonna say what city it was in, because I care about my safety, but you know, I mean, not that it really matters because I don't live there anymore. But I digress. But you know, Sonic Rush, it's a game I would definitely highly recommend. It's a good game. Sure, it has its issues. For example, too many bottomless pits. But it's a good game. It's a good game. We're gonna say it's a good game.
You're winning. Okay, my turn.
Yeah, big. It's kind of funny too, because I believe I gotta play as Big next. Funny. So because you know left to right order, but the problem is that Big's character model, well, obviously no shit. Big's character model is way too big, so I don't think I'm gonna do a good job as him. Because I try to play as Big, I think both as an extreme gear and the car, and Big character model is way too big for me. Like it's kind of hard to see the road and everything. I mean, don't get me wrong. I see why. He's literally big the cat. So obviously he is gonna be big. Obviously, but you know, but hey, I gotta do what I gotta do. Like I said, once it's close to the 3-hour mark, like I said, when I gotta play the DLC character. Because you know, obviously I'm not gonna be able to play as really big. Because obviously I'm not gonna be able to play as every single character all on one stream. I could do a part 2 of this, but I don't really see the point in me doing a part 2. I don't see the point in me doing a part 2 of this kind of Christmas special, because I'll be gone until like I said, I'm gonna be gone until like I said, until Friday afternoon. So it's gonna be a bit of a while before I stream again. Yeah, so this means that this is gonna be my last stream in quite a bit of a while. And who knows, this might be my last stream in general, unless I decide to do like some kind of New Year's special or something. New Year's Eve special or something. Okay, I can see he starts. Okay, there's Big right there.
See you later.
It kind of is an opportunity for Big to say, "See you later, alligator," because you know that's basically an old saying. So kind of a missed opportunity for Big to say that, but "see you later" is close enough. Or in his version, you know. And yes, I know, I'm probably gonna get some people in the comments saying, Oh, Big Fan 96. Your big impression is terrible. Well, hey, it's the best I got, okay? I mean, it's the best big impression I have, so I'll deal with it in the comments. Just deal with it. Yes, I did see Cream, and I'm kind of surprised I actually won. Considering, you know, everything else.
Yeah, you did it. Nice job.
That was so much fun! Thank you, everyone!
Okay, this is a joke, obviously. Plus, it wouldn't make any sense because, you know, considering one of the interactions with Cream, specifically Vector and Cream mainly, or Cream and Vector, depending on the order.
Sure!
Okay, it's kind of a shame on the Cream thing, but anyway. Anyways, it's time to play this big, even though I don't want to, but I'm gonna have to. It's left right order. Okay, the exception, well, even if I were to play as every single character all in one stream, even if I, well, besides the DLC characters, obviously, even if I were to consider it, I think the only character I would probably not play as is probably Supersonic. Not that it would really matter, but I probably would play Supersonic, but, because even on higher difficulties, when you're playing a Supersonic, you can still lose, despite the fact that you can't get hit by items. So, okay, I guess that makes sense for Big, because, you know, because with that, it kind of looks like Big as a surfer. So let's do Big versus Cream, and, to that level, so, right, so time to do this one. And so, yeah, I don't expect him to do a good job on as Big, because one, I don't like to play as Big. His character model is way too big. I understand why. It's his literal name. And two, which is far more important, the CPU difficulty. You know, so don't expect me to do a good job here as Big.
Hello, Mr. Big! I'm glad you could join us today. Is Froggy here as well?
No, he's back home. He gets motion sick when I drive too fast.
Well, that's kind of bullcrap because Sonic and Sega All-Stars Racing. Okay, technically he's not. Technically, well, you know what I mean. But like, as you know, Froggy is Big's All-Star, and Sonic and Sega All-Stars Racing. So I find that a little bullcrap. Yeah, see, look at his character model. It's too big. And I think when I was thinking it's slightly better. I think it's slightly better if when you're in a car. Like, Greg could have done that, but well, his character model is way too big. It's too big. It's just way too big for me. It's just so dumb.
Excuse me.
See you next time!
Well, careful, Big, because I'm doing a terrible job here, so careful. Okay, I don't know why I'm saying that as I'm talking to him, but... Come on! Hey. Okay, got him. Alright, let's go able to show off Big's pointing animation, because I don't think I showed that yet. Hey, Cream, you're the one at level 5 or 6 difficulty, so you should be able to catch up pretty easily. Go. Uh-oh. I was getting ready to say, don't tell me I got hit already, because, like, that made no sense, you know? Okay, I'm getting a little bit used to it. Playing as Big with this character model, I'm getting slightly used to it, but like still, it's Big. Like Big is still one of those characters I just don't really care about playing all that much. Matter of, I don't think I really played as a whole lot of these characters. You know, I mean, like I think I played as Eggman before, but I don't know if I showed up on stream. But I do know I did show off some characters, some of them. But it's mainly like Tails and Green since I do name them. Wow, Cream is in like what, 3rd place or whatever? Wow, I'm kind of surprised on that.
Feeling super duper happy.
Well, hey, at least it says it better than how it does in Sonic Heroes. Because in Sonic Heroes, he literally says it like, oh, I'm super duper happy.
I need to try harder.
While here, he says, oh, I'm super duper happy. So at least it's like how it's Sonic Heroes. But, and for the record, Sonic Heroes is also one of my favorite Sonic games too. It is one of my favorite Sonic games. Sure, it's kind of jank, I'll admit, but, like for example, one of the things, okay, maybe I'm saying the word janky wrong, or jank wrong, but one of the things I kind of find jank about it is like literally, you can literally switch rails, and then it will make it go too far. I mean, there is a way to bypass that, which is to change to a flight type character, or a flying type character is what I usually call it. And that way you can change that way you can switch rails without having to worry about falling to your doom. But even then, you know, there are some issues about Sonic Heroes, but I don't care. I like Sonic Heroes. Like I said, it is one of my favorite Sonic games ever. I mean, it's not great, but it's not great, but I still do like it regardless. I still do like it. It's still good, but you know. And I will admit though, I do like Sonic Heroes more than I do with the Shadow the Hedgehog games. I will give it. I do like Sonic Heroes more than I do with the Shadow the Hedgehog game. Wait. Yes, you can, Blue. Yes, you can. Because that's what I'm doing right now. It's kind of like how it is in Sonic and Sega All-Stars Racing. We can also play as Big too. I mean, like I said, people who like playing as Big, good for them. But people who like Big the cat, good for them. But to me, I really don't care about Big. I really don't care. Okay, I wasn't even trying to throw it that way. I was trying to throw it behind me, but I guess I somehow magically just threw it forward when I want to throw it backwards. Yeah, I don't care, but still kind of know them all the same. Okay, I kind of like that cute little dance that, okay, it's not really cute, but I kind of like that little dance that Big does when you pass somebody, because he does some kind of dance. Oh man, I kind of like that animation. But. Okay, I'm sorry. I don't know, it's just Big, like air quotes or whatever when you're in the air. Okay, that slowed me down quite a bit, but I don't care. Oh, crud. Okay, at least I didn't hit myself with the green power glove thing. Almost a green shell, but at least I didn't hit myself with it.
Not too bad, I guess.
But to those who want to know my favorite Sonic characters, those that have to go for Tails and Cream, hence why I named those two. Tails being my all-time favorite Sonic characters, those who are curious, but you know, obviously I like Sonic, obviously. He's the main star, so of course I'm gonna like Sonic. Obviously, but you know, Tails and Cream are my main two ones that I do like Sonic characters. I do know there's this one person called Clement J642, something like that. I don't know if he still likes him anymore, but back in his very old Let's Plays that are now unlisted, but you can watch them via his playlist. He basically Clement, like I said, I don't know if he still is or not, but based on what I've seen on his old Let's Plays, his favorite Sonic character is Eggman. Because he was like, hey, he had like an Eggman plush, and he like, and basically after every episode, for every part, at the end of certain Sonic games, after Sonic 2 or Sonic 3 and Knuckles or whatever, he would do like some kind of thing where it's like, oh, son of a bitch, and then like he would like do something in relation to the game. Like, for example, oh, son of a bitch, I can't believe that Sonic got all the time stones again, son of a bitch, you know, that kind of thing.
Feeling good.
Yeah, but yeah, I would highly recommend checking out his channel. If you can put up with his low quality old Let's Plays, his videos get a lot better. His videos get a heck of a lot better nowadays. The reason why I'm saying that is because nowadays, you see, before his old Let's Plays were in like 460p or whatever quality they were in. But nowadays his videos are, I think, around 720p or 1080p or something like that. No, so his Let's Plays are, or not his Let's Plays. You know, his videos are more fun to watch. However, those who are curious, no. Clement left Let's Plays. And the reason why he left Let's Plays is partially because of Steambot Chronicles failing on his channel, but also because he was thinking about leaving Let's Plays for a while. So somewhere around 2021 or 2022 or so, somewhere around that range, somewhere around those ranges, Clement left Let's Plays. It is a major shame, because I love his Let's Plays, and unfortunately he left Let's Plays. At least he finished the Sonic retrospective, so I guess that's all that matters. And he also was a big fan of Mega Man as well. Clement, nowadays he does scripted videos. Like, for example, he did like some kind of re-upload, like I think it was earlier today or yesterday or whatever, where Clement, he did a Clement Remembers the Xbox 360. And the reason why I'm saying it's kind of a re-upload is because, like, I think it's like a certain part of it is a re-upload, but then something else, it becomes like an all new recording. But so yeah, nowadays. Okay. If you said that how long ago, I do apologize, Blue. I was concentrating on the race. But wait, do rings increase the top speed like the coins in Mario Kart? Yes, they do. They do increase your top speed. They do.
Oh no, I might lose.
Which is kind of surprising about that, Green, considering the fact that you're at a higher difficulty level. But yeah, that is true, Blue. Your rings, they do increase your top speed like Mario Kart. The maximum amount of rings you can carry is 100, unless you use some kind of gadget where you get to have more rings. Not that I would recommend using that kind of gadget though, because there are rings everywhere in these races. So I wouldn't really recommend using that kind of gadget. It applies to the gadget where you do a trick and you gain more rings by doing various tricks. I wouldn't recommend using that gadget either for the same reason. You can find rings easily in these tracks. You'll get 200 rings in no time. But actually, then again, I guess technically speaking, I guess the gadget where it increases your ring count, I guess that is technically better, so I'm gonna assume it increases your top speed even more. So I guess it's kind of worth it. But again, like I said, I don't think it's worth it because, like I said, you'll find rings everywhere. Like for example, right there, if it wasn't for me getting hit there, I would have had 59 rings. If it wasn't for me getting hit by that red glove. Okay, I'll admit, that was not the best idea. Okay, what am I doing? More like stop, because I got hit by the magnet, and the magnet slows you down. Oh, sounds more like stop. You know, because this is basically, stop, because, again, like I said, you know, because basically, technically speaking, I was slowing down. Okay, that came out of nowhere, honestly. That spinning wheel type deal, that came out of nowhere. Like, literally out of nowhere. That made no sense. So I guess it doesn't matter whether Green gets in first place or not, but I guess it doesn't necessarily matter. But I do hope that I do win overall, so I can, like, drop big victory animations. I don't know if I ever showed it off yet. I'm gonna assume I didn't show it off, since, like I said, I don't like to play as big all that much, but hey, you never know. So it's a good thing I used that shield when I did. Oh, so, you gotta be you gotta be kidding me with that. Okay, better hope I can catch up, because Dream is literally ahead. Nope. Sorry that I'm imitating Big a lot. I don't mean to be. I don't mean to, but I just can't really help it. It's just Big. It's just, you know, Big. You know, with his voice lines are and everything. I just cannot help that. So I do apologize. And also, yeah, sorry, yeah, no, Cream's gonna win in terms of first place slide of this race. We'll just see if I win first place overall. If I don't, I really don't care. Let's see what happens. Oh yeah, oh no, I did win. Okay, cool, I did win.
Oh well, good job. I'm happy for you.
I'm surprised on that, because again, I do a very bad, usually whenever I play as Big, which isn't often by the way, I usually do a bad job.
I'm so happy.
Well, of course you're happy, Big. But seriously, if it's one good thing about playing as Big, is that when you win as Big, he does like some kind of hula dance or something. So, if it's one good thing that's playing as Big, yeah, his victory animation, I kind of do like that. I won't lay on that. I do kind of like it.
I concur.
Okay, so I think I have time to play as Silver. I think, and then I think the rest. And then I think after that, the rest of it, I only have time to play as the DLC characters.
Let's go.
So like what Silver said, let's go, and let's play as Silver, and let's see how we do here, shall we? Well, let's do Silver and Blaze. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Make sure 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Just making sure. A Grand Prix. And that's another thing. And with Clement's old Let's Plays too, I think he stopped doing that sometime after Sonic Unleashed. But where in Clement's old Let's Plays, like whenever it came to like the bosses in certain Sonic games, I mean, obviously I have to do this quietly because I don't want to be too loud. But he would do something like the egg wyvern, you know, stuff like that.
We're going head to head, Silver. Hold nothing back. Show me everything you can do out there.
You bet. And I don't want you to go easy on me either. Let's push each other to our limits.
Oh yeah, and Silver Suit animation, I'm pretty sure I showed it off. But Silver Suit animation is a bit of it's a bit of dream of an absolution from Sonic 06. And for the record, Dream of an Absolution is one of my favorite songs in Sonic 06. I don't care. You know, I mean, I know some people are gonna be like, oh, but Video Game Fan 96, that song is cheesy. But, you know, I don't care. You know, I like it. You know, and that's how I like it, you know. And you know, people who don't like it, well, hey, good for you. But hey, for me personally, you know, I think Dream of an Absolution is one of my favorite Sonic songs of all time, and I am not kidding. I love Dream of an Absolution. What can I say? I think it's a good song.
I'm sure you'll like my choice.
Well, I think it's on Sweet Mountain. So honestly, if it wasn't for that, I would have wanted to choose Sweet Mountain. The Sweet Mountain is one of my favorite Crossworlds tracks in the game. Right up there with, you know, hello stuff. Oh yeah, and also to those who are curious, Blaze's voice actress nowadays is Erica something. I forgot her last name, but I do know either way that she is the same voice actress who played as Futaba Sakura for Persona 5. And Persona 5 Royal, Persona 5 Strikers, Persona 5 Tactical, all that good stuff. And she also played as she played as Celica from Fire Emblem Echoes, or Valencia. She also played as, yes, dare I say, Roll from Mega Man 11. And yes, we are finally getting a Mega Man 11, or sorry, 11, 12, Mega Man 12. In which case it's called Mega Man Dual, I don't know how to pronounce that, sorry about that. Dual Override, which is essentially Mega Man 12. And based on what I heard on the trailer, is that Proto Man is going to be in the game, because you can hear Proto Man's whistle. Because of the da-da-da-da-da. And like, do not know my channel. Those who do not know me, I'm a big Mega Man fan. I'm a big Mega Man fan. And I am not kidding. I love Mega Man. I mean, I've been obsessed over Mega Man probably since after I played Mega Man 2. And it just went on from there.
You won the race, but not the series.
But yeah, what can I say? I love that game so much. I love it, you know. I mean, I love Mega Man as well to say the series, not the game, because obviously Mega Man Dual Override is not out yet, obviously, because we have to wait till 2027 for that. And that's even assuming I'm still alive yet, which I'm sure I will be, but what I mean is that's even assuming too. I still have my job by then, is what I meant to say. But you know, I love Mega Man. What can I say? Like I said, I've been obsessed over Mega Man since, like I said, Mega Man 2, probably in 2016 or so. And like I said, I just went on from there.
This won't do.
And to Mega Man 2, and those who do not know me as well, my favorite Mega Man game of all time, in terms of presentation-wise, is Mega Man 2, 6, 7, 8, and 11.
You've earned the right.
Okay, unfortunately, I wasn't able to show off Silver's pointing animation, but at least I was able to choose a track. So I can't really do much. And that's why I am so excited. And heck, I might even do a stream series called The Road to Mega Man. where to celebrate Mega Man Dual Override, where I play as every single Mega Man game on my channel, as the road to Mega Man Dual Override. I'm not saying I will, for obvious reasons, but hey, you never know. I could do it. You know, like I said, I love Mega Man. And if it's not obvious, of how much I love Mega Man, then I would highly recommend you guys check out my oldest streams, basically my streams in the Cussing series and X series. The Zero series, Mega Man Zero series, I think is overrated. Battle Network, I think it's okay. I think it's fine. Although speaking of Mega Man, we are also getting a Mega Man Star Force Legacy Collection, which is good because that will mean I will be able to play the Mega Man Star Force game. Because the only Mega Man Star Force game I played was Mega Man Star Force 2. Although technically it's not, although that's technically not true. I did play Mega Man Star Force 1 on Pegasus on an emulator, but I don't count that because I barely played through that anyway. I barely played it. I barely played through it, so that does not count. Don't care. Let's get in first place. Let's go.
Finish! Looks like I'm on a roll.
Kind of reminds me of Sonic 06 because I think in one of Silver's victory animations in Sonic 06, I think Silver said, "Oh, I'm on a roll." I don't remember, but I do know when Silver gets an S rank or something like that, Silver's like perfect, you know. And it's a shame that Sonic 06 basically ruined Silver's reputation, unfortunately. And here's why: not just because Sonic 06 is a bad game, because it is, but also because of Silver's infamous line, and I quote, "It's no use. Take this." And the reason why is because basically that's what Silver would say when he turns out to attack him. But you know the fun thing is about it is back then when Silver said it's no use in Sonic 06. Yes, I actually thought Sonic was saying it at first. And yeah, don't ask me why I was thinking Sonic was saying it. Okay, actually I'll tell you why I was thinking Sonic was saying it's no use. The reason why I was thinking Sonic was saying that is because when Silver picks you up, and you know, I thought that Sonic was saying it because Sonic is like, Sonic is like, "Oh, it's no use that I can't escape." You know, that's what my brain was thinking at the time.
I'm sure you'll like my choice.
Well, I do like it because we mount wait. Oh no, I lied. I thought never mind, it was random track. But anyway, but I guess I do like your choice because a colorful mall. So you know, no. So either way, not bad. But yeah, guys. I know it sounds stupid that I used to think that Sonic said it's no use. Way back when I first played Sonic 06. So if you guys are wondering why I thought Sonic said that line, well, that's why. I mean, I get it. It was kind of stupid of me to think such things, but I guess my brain was just being dumb, like way back when in those days. But okay, I don't know what hit me, but okay, actually I do know what hit me. It was one of those claw drill things, but. Okay, that made no sense. Oh, hey, Big. Okay, when Silver goes, yeehaw! I can't help but think he's like some cowboy or something. I don't know why. I just can't help it, but it's like, yeehaw! Yeah. Okay, how did I miss the double item box? Not that it really matters, I think I'm still gonna win either way. Okay, good thing I went left when I did it. Otherwise, I would have gotten hit by that bomb in the game. So thankfully, I went left when I did. Otherwise, I would have got hit by that item. So it's a good thing. You know, that bomb item in the game. So it's a good thing I dodged it when I did. So fortunately, I will not be playing as Blaze, unfortunately. But what can I do? And the reason why I'm, like I said, is because it's close to the 3-hour mark. And the reason I'm saying that's because 2-hour mark is what I meant by that. So like I said, I have to play the DLC characters. As unfortunate as that is. But yeah, like I said, we're on the stream, guys. I do plan on covering nights, like I said.
I can no longer hold back.
I'm just so surprised I'm doing so well so far, because usually whenever I play Sonic Racing Crossworlds, usually I do a good job at around rank levels like 5 and below. But then anything above 5, I usually do a terrible job at it, and here I'm actually doing a good job. I'm surprised on that.
My turn. This won't do.
Disappear? What? What do you mean by that, Shadow? Well, like I said, I may consider doing a part 2. That's where I play as more characters. The Christmas special. But I'm not gonna make any promises about it, like I said, because yeah, you guys are seeing this. Basically, played pretty much almost all the characters on the left side row.
This can't be how it ends.
Basically, this means that it takes around 2 hours or so. It takes around 2 hours or so to play every single character on the Grand Prix mode. Somewhere around 2 hours. Also, this track right here is one of my favorite tracks in the game right here. Aqua Forest, I think it's called, or some other. Either way, it's one of my favorites because of the music on the final lap. I do. Oh, come on, that's a bunch of bull crap. Yeah. Or if it was like the thing that Come and Party with Nick likes to do. No, that's what I called. Oh shit! Because they do some more. It's like, see, those who do not know me along with Come and Party with Nick. Basically, where we got that from was there was some review by AliRx who did Transformers. Who did some Transformers review, released I think exclusively to the Famicom, the Nintendo Famicom. I almost didn't take a Famicom, but yeah, on the Famicom, not the Super Famicom, but the regular Famicom, the Famicom Entertainment System or something like that, or Family Entertainment System. Well, either way, it's funny. It's funny because I just think it's kind of funny because like they released, I don't know. I forgot I was gonna say original release. But all I know is that I think it's kind of, I just find it kind of funny, you know. Oh wow, I won in every single race. Against a 7 CPU player rival. I don't care what you guys call it, but oh wow, holy crap, man.
Well done. Let us race again sometime.
Okay, unless they toned down the AI in the latest update. That could have been it too. They could have toned down the AI in the latest update. That could have happened too.
Now you see what I can really do.
Find the computer room. Okay, I'm kidding, but because Vector was there, I just had to do it. I'm sorry. But like I said, now it is time to play as the DLC characters. And And to celebrate me having the Burger King meal, because yes, I actually had the Burger King meal, I actually had it, as well as to celebrate the latest SpongeBob movie, why not play as SpongeBob? Because the thing I have planned is to play as Joker last. That is the current plan for right now. So let's play as SpongeBob, because SpongeBob is cool. Alright, so... I guess you'll go against Shadow. I really don't care. Okay, so... Alrighty, so now it is time to go to the Secret Grand Prix, which basically is unlocked the moment after you do the top row of the Grand Prix. Once you do that, you unlock the Secret Grand Prix, which basically consists of the North Star Islands from Sonic Superstars. This one based on Sonic Frontiers, and White World from Shadow Generations.
Don't waste my time.
Well, what can I say? I like SpongeBob. SpongeBob's cool. I like SpongeBob. He's cool. I mean, what can I say? You know, I've been a big fan of SpongeBob since like gosh knows how long. So probably the early 2000s. Okay, that explosion literally came out of nowhere. Okay, I know I'm saying literally a lot, but I can't really help it. And that's another thing I also want to bring up too. It seems that on the higher difficulties, it seems that the AI seems to target you a lot. I'm just saying, that's what it seems to me. It seems that the AI constantly targets you. That's what it seems like to me. Okay, that was my fault. Wasn't even paying attention there. Besides, I don't think I'm gonna win anyway, so I don't think it really matters. And plus, I did say from earlier that I should do this thing where I don't restart the rounds no matter what, even if I'm doing very bad, piss poor. So, but I'm just saying, you know. But I'm just saying, that just seems to me. It seems that, like I said, on the hard difficulty settings, it seems that the AI players, they tend to target you a lot. Not that I'm complaining, because I'm not, but... Okay, maybe I should have saved that up, for after I crossed through that, Crossworlds portal, ring type deal, but oh well. But yeah, I do like, SpongeBob though. It is, quite possibly one of my favorite TV shows of all time. So, what can I say? SpongeBob is a good classic. Aired in 1999. Yeah, aired since 1999, and basically I'm gonna assume like 3 years after I was born. The reason I'm saying that because I don't know if it came out like I don't know if it came out like after April or before April. I do know either way that the show came out in 1999. I know that for a fact at least. And you know, SpongeBob, I think it's a good show. I think it's a good show. You know, SpongeBob, SpongeBob, not everybody likes SpongeBob. And I can understand why some people don't like SpongeBob. I can understand why some people don't like SpongeBob. I can understand why. So don't get me wrong on that, folks. I can understand why quite a lot of people does not like SpongeBob. Or not quite a lot, but some people out there, they do not like SpongeBob. I completely understand why. Because SpongeBob...
You're wasting my time.
Well, I'm sorry, Shadow. I'm the one who decided to choose you as part of my rival, so you have to deal with it. I mean, yeah, I know. It's a video game, so I shouldn't be talking to them as if they're real. Otherwise, it means they're like freaking Doki Doki Literature Club all over again. Basically, DDLC for short. And for the record, I do like Doki Doki Literature Club, but back then, I will not lie. Back when I first played Doki Doki Literature Club, oh boy, oh that game. On my first playthrough, spoiler warning, I'm gonna give you 3 seconds, you know, so that way you're not spoiled. So, 3 seconds, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so now for spoiler territory, is after Sayori's death, in Doki Doki Literature Club, oh boy, you have no idea how bad I felt in the game. And at first I thought that was when the game ended. So I didn't play the game again until like a year or whatever later. But oh boy, that game is something else. So yeah, definitely, I would definitely not recommend playing Doki Doki Literature Club unless you are that curious. And it's so important as to why. Oh, well, I got Shadow, cool. But you know, there's a little point as to why, you know, I wouldn't recommend playing Doki Doki Literature Club unless you are that curious. And it's the whole point as to why whenever I jokingly say to Cobra, oh, it's Lieutenant Cobra Gaming, you should play Lieutenant Cobra. You should play Doki Doki Literature Club. And then JB, aka Dark Chaos Demonic Reaper, something like that. He says, oh no, don't play it. Don't play it for your sanity, Cobra. and honestly, I don't blame Cobra. I don't blame JB for saying that, because when I first played Doki Doki Literature Club, it took me like a week to recover from that. It took me like a week to recover from that shit. But despite that fact, I didn't play the game again like a year or whatever later because that came out. So again, don't play Doki Doki Literature Club unless you're that curious. However, they did release Doki Doki Literature Club on mobile, but it's based on the Plus version. But if you want to get the Plus content, you have to get you have to pay. You have to use actual money. But personally speaking, I don't really care. But you know, although I am thinking about doing this thing to where I do show off Doki Doki Literature Club Plus on my channel. I am thinking about covering it. It's just a matter of when. But it's safe if I do end up covering it, just so it's clear. That is a game that it's nothing to take lightly. It is nothing to take lightly. That's all I can really say in that regard. Just it is one of those games that, you know, it's just, you know, not one of those things type deal, so. That's why I'm saying it, you know. Like I said, just don't play unless you're that curious. Like I said, just for your own sanity. I agree with JB completely, wholeheartedly. I agree. There. But trust me, I went in Doki Doki Literature Club like completely blind, because I did not know what it was gonna be like. And when I was saying to not play the game, if you are a child or if you have like trauma or whatever, I thought it meant something else entirely that I'm not going to get into. But I thought it meant something else entirely when it said that. But oh boy, yeah, they were not getting around with the warning. The reason why is because it literally says it is a psychological horror game. Sorry if I butchered those words. Sorry if I butchered it. But yeah. Oh, Bikini Bomb, perfect. But got SpongeBob. But yeah. Don't take those warnings lightly. That's all I can say in that regard. Just don't take it lightly. Just no. Yeah, don't be like me. And I do know Kiefer Matoya. And yes, I'm only saying it because I'm assuming Blizzard 17 is not watching this. But if he is watching this, then I do apologize. I didn't know you're still watching this. But yeah, I do know that Kiefer Matoya, he did do a blind stream of that particular game. I don't know how long back, but he did do it. But like I said, but assuming Blizzard 17 is still here, then like I said, I do apologize. I assumed you were not watching the stream. So, and I do apologize onto the topic of Doki Literature Club, but I can't help it. It's not one of my favorite games of all time, far from it, in fact. But I do like Doki Literature Club, you know, despite its first impression on me, on how that went. Because first impressions are everything. Because if you play a game that does not leave a good first impression, you might not like the game. You might not want to play the game ever again if it leaves off a bad first impression. That's what I'm saying. You know, first impressions are everything. Mean everything. Yeah, first impressions are everything. It's not just towards video games, but it's in terms of books and everything else. You know. It's me. Actually, no. I was gonna say mainly towards the games, but no, it's not. It's not just that in books too. It's just in terms of a person too. Like you can meet a person that leaves off a bad first impression, but they're actually a good person in general. They just left a bad first impression. But you could be a person that leaves off a good first impression. You're gonna find out they're a bad person all around, or you know. But I'm just saying, you know, first impressions are everything. You know. Like Sonic Generations when I first played it. You know, that game blew me away back in 2011 or 2012, because I don't remember what year I played the game in. I know the game released in 2011, but in terms of when I first played it, I don't know. I do have one of my journals that says when I first got the game. Just don't know if I still have said journal, at least in terms of if it's still around. But you know what I meant. You know what I mean. The point being is, I did do a journal that where I put in that I put it in, but I just don't remember if I put in the year or whatever on it. But like Sonic Generations, like I said, as an example, that game left off a good first impression because of the game's beautiful graphics and everything else. You know, it left off a good first impression. Sonic Generations, I'll admit that game's storyline isn't all that great, and I will admit that the rewrite is actually not that bad either. But I will admit that Sonic Generations doesn't have much of a story, similar to Sonic Colors, but honestly, for Sonic Generations case, you know, sure, that game didn't have much of a story either like Sonic Colors, but Sonic Generations made up for it with its fantastic gameplay. So to those who have not played Sonic Generations yet, whether it be the original game or via Shadow Generation, or Sonic X Shadow Generation, then yeah, do yourself a favor and please check out Sonic Generations. It is, in my opinion, one of the best games of all time I have ever played. And, you know, it's just a good game all around. It is a good game. And I would highly recommend checking it out. I think it's a good game, and it's a good game. And just check it out. You know, it's good. Also, I don't know why I use that they're a complete idiot. But I think it's a fantastic game all around, like I said. I think it's good. And as for Shadow Generation, that's even better. Even better. And yeah, it's a shame that the Shadow Generation doesn't have a whole lot of stakes either. And it's a shame. It's just a good game all around. It's just a shame though that they only added one DLC. Basically, the Sub-Movie 3 DLC. It's like it's just that we could have gotten more DLC stages, but the way it seems. I mean, I know Sonic X Shadow Generations is not a failure. I know it's not a failure. I mean, heck, the game sold 1 million copies on the literal first day at launch. But But it just makes it seem as though Sega considers it a failure. If they do consider it a failure, then may I ask why they consider it a failure? Because I don't see how the game could be a failure. I don't see how it would be.
Unbelievable.
Congratulations!
Okay, I'm sorry for repeating myself, but I thought for sure I was gonna lose at least one of these so far. But no, according based on my memory, I didn't lose a single Grand Prix yet, and I am genuinely surprised about that. So I'm gonna assume I only have enough time for 2 more Grand Prix, I think. In which case, I think I only have enough time to play as Patrick and Joker, I think, maybe. Oh, for a second there I thought I heard my phone. But then I don't know why I thought that, because I'm literally holding onto my phone right now. So time to play as Patrick. And yes, to those who don't know, my Patrick impression is basically pretty much the exact same as Biggs, pretty much. Yeah. Oh, wait, stop. Okay, you know what? I don't care. Let's go against Rouge. Don't care. So yeah, basically, for those who don't know me, yeah, my impression of Patrick. SpongeBob, I can't believe that we're not going jellyfishing today because we're going to Sonic Racing, Crossworlds. And then my impression is like, sorry, Patrick. That's just what we're doing today. Yes, I know. Terrible impression, I know. But it's just how it is.
Ready to lose for my amusement?
Well, I mean, I might lose Rouge. It's just I'm surprised I haven't lost yet as of right now. Because you know, unless they tone down the AI in the latest update, then I don't know how I didn't lose a single Grand Prix yet. As far as I know, anyway, I didn't lose a single one. That's why I'm surprised on that, because, like I said, I usually do a bad job in like rank 6 and onward, and here I'm doing a good job. Well, so I say, and yet I'm getting like Sonic carded all of a sudden. Yes, it's a Sonic carded. You know, I don't care. Although, to be fair, I don't really go on this Grand Prix all that often. Because Minecraft, and I hate Minecraft. I mean, you know, so people who like Minecraft, good for you, but to me, I never really cared about Minecraft. I never cared, nor did I understood how to play the game. I know, like, back over on the bus or whatever, I had some people who were like, yeah, Dominic, because that's my real name, Dominic. I'm not gonna say my last name, safety reasons. Despite the fact that originally my username was my first, my real first last name, but yeah, I'm just gonna say Dominic for safety reasons. But they're like, Dominic, what do you mean you don't know how to play Minecraft? That's like the easiest game to play. And it's like, well, I just don't know how to play the game. And even if I do know how to play the game, even if I do know how, I just don't care. I just don't care, you know, about, I just don't care about Minecraft. I just don't care. You know, I'm not saying Minecraft is a bad game. Far from it, you know. If you like Minecraft, good for you. But it's just me, I never gave a crap about Minecraft. I never gave a crap about it. I never cared. Because I just think Minecraft is just stupid. And it's probably one of the stupidest games I ever played. Probably with Fortnite. And I tried Fortnite twice. Once on my PS4 and once on the Switch. The original Switch. That is. I tried Fortnite twice. I tried it twice. And I could not get into it. No, I could not get into it, no matter how hard I tried. No matter how hard I tried, I just could not get into it. I just could not get into it. You know, I'm sorry, but it's just never my cup of tea. But you know, hey, like I said, you know, people who like that stuff, good for them. But to me, like I said, I just never really cared. Like I said, I just never cared. What do you mean good? That's 7th place. That's not good at all. Unless even like good, you finish the track, but
Already off to a great start.
well, I would agree on that, Rouge, considering that you were very far ahead of me. Hey, who knows? Maybe I'll actually finally lose for once in terms of the Grand Prix wise, because like I said, I was expecting myself to like do a bad job in like number 6 and onwards or so, or if not, then number 7. But and after the Burger King meal type deal for SpongeBob, I liked it. I mean, yeah, obviously it's no different than a Whopper, the Tater Tots or whatever. It's really no different. But it kind of felt like eating at the Krusty Krab. The only thing that kind of sucked about it is some of the stuff that was advertised was not there. Like for example, the Mr. Krabs' treasure chest. That's one example.
Let's take the scenic
You know, that is one example. That it was just a generic bag. Among others. I was mainly in it for the SpongeBob box and the SpongeBob cup, which I did get both. So that's all that mattered to me. And I think if I'm not mistaken, the burger was also was wrapped like so. Okay, yeah, no, yeah, I'm not catching up to Rouge. Or at least in terms of getting first place flying. Oh, yeah, oh, wow, okay. Yeah, they knew what they were doing. They knew what they were doing. Well, you know, with the AI, they knew what they were doing there. They knew what they were doing. Basically, they did that because basically the AI, they knew I threw like a red power glove or whatever at Rouge. They knew, like the AI saw that. So they're like, oh no, haha, we're not gonna let you catch up. And so they decided to throw an item at me to prevent me from catching up. I know what you were doing there, AI. I know what you were doing. Like, I'm not stupid. Like, I know exactly what you're doing, AI. I know exactly what you were doing. Oh, come on. There you go. Although, speaking of Christmas, I do hope that Video Game Fan 1999 managed to get a Switch 2. I hope he managed to get it. The Switch 2, it is certainly an improvement over the Switch 1. yeah, fast and load times. When you play Switch 1 games on it, some games run better as well. So, you know, the Switch 2, definitely an improvement. The only thing that sucks about Switch 2 is that it's too expensive. Literally. Because as of right now, the Switch 2 is like, yeah, as of right now, the Switch 2 is like, I think like what? 450 bucks in terms of the regular one. And the Mario Kart World bundle, which I don't think they sell anymore. But the Mario Kart World bundle, they wanted that for for like 500. So I don't think so yeah, that's the only thing that sucks about the Switch 2. That's the only thing that stinks about the Switch 2 is the price. And for all we know, that's probably not even Nintendo's fault. For all we know. That is the fault of, well, the price is going up in general. So, like I said, that's probably not Nintendo's fault. But it just still sucks all the same, though. That the Switch 2 is just, like I said, way too expensive. That's the only thing that stinks about it. But other than that, the Switch 2, it's a good system, and I would highly recommend getting it. It's a good system. And take my word for it, because I got the system at launch, which I never thought I would get the system, but I did. And matter of, I think the Switch 2 was the first system I ever got on launch day. So what can I say? You know, the Switch 2 is a good system. And also, by the way, I think even if I do get in first place and Rouge gets in a lower placement, I don't think I'm gonna win overall. But that's okay. I really don't care. But I'm just saying, you know. So maybe I have time for 2 Grand Prix. Maybe I do have time. The reason why I'm saying that is so I can play as Hatsune Miku and Joker. And I could and I guess what I could do when I play as Hatsune Miku, maybe I can play like some of her music or something. Or maybe I won't. I'm just saying due to copyright reasons, but
it's time to put this
to okay, like how you're interrupting Rouge. I like how you interrupted it. It's like it's time to. Okay, that's a little funny. I do apologize to my neighbor if I was being too loud there, but that was just too funny. I do apologize to my neighbor if I was being too loud, but that was too funny. Like it's time to. Oh, I mean, maybe that wasn't the smartest decision, but whatever. Or one of my neighbors, if not that one. Not far for that. Okay, that was kind of unfair, because, yeah, that's sort of thing I would like to bring up too, is Sonic Racing, Sonic and Sega All-Stars Racing, Sonic and All-Stars Racing Transform, they literally had an icon on the screen indicating to what items, that the computer player has. Unfortunately, You can barely see that. You can barely see that now. You can barely see that. And also, I don't know what the heck happened there. But yeah, unfortunately, you can barely see that now. But despite that, though, I still think this game is better than Sonic and All-Star. I still think this game is better than Sonic and All-Star Racing Transform. You know, I probably recency bias, but I don't really care. I like it. I love this game. Like I said, this game, I think it's good. I think it's good. You know, it's probably my favorite game of the year.
Finish! Good!
Okay, so I got in 4th place, and not even the top 3, but I don't care.
As it should be.
No, I'm not gonna reduce the level, but thanks anyway. So yeah, I think I have enough time to do 2 more races, or 2 more Grand Prix. So, so what I will do is for the sake of it, I will go onto the jukebox and play some Hatsune Miku music on there, and if I get copyright strike, then I could just edit the stream like I did before, and just make it to where you can hear my voice, just not the music, but you know. Yeah, I don't really like a lot of these, honestly, but... Well, I guess if we're going to give it a choice, I guess I'll, So yeah, that's what I'll do. I'll play as Hatsune Miku, and then I'll play as Joker. Yeah, even if it's a little bit past 3 hours, even if it's just a little bit past 3, then I guess it's fine. Even if it's past a little bit 3. So let's play as Hatsune Miku, because why not? Assuming I can find her board. So, alright, Sonic Speed.
Let's go already!
And then, I guess you'll do Hatsune Miku, because they are both robots, technically speaking. So... So yeah, so that's what I'll do. I'll do 2 more Grand Prix, and then I'll call it quits. And well, even if I'm a little bit past 3 hours, that's fine. Besides, I do like Hatsune Miku anyway. Not that I'm obsessed over her, but I do like Hatsune Miku. So whatever. Plus, Hatsune Miku is the only character that has voice lines anyway. Yeah, she is the only character that has voice lines. It makes sense though, because it's easy to program. But... So yeah, I'll do the most I can to talk over the music here, so this way I don't get copyright strike. So I'll do the best I can to talk over these races here. So this way, I don't get copyright strike. And if I don't get copyright strike, then like I said, it's no big deal, no biggie. Because I can easily just edit the stream to where you can hear my voice, it's not the music. So really, it's no big deal. I'm just, the reason why I'm saying this is because Hatsune Miku is typically known for music-based gameplay inland. And basically, when it comes to that kind of stuff, her gameplay, with her game, that's basically all it is. It's basically a rhythm type game. And the first Hatsune Miku game I remember playing was Hatsune Miku Future Tone on the PS4. And I do like the game. The only issue with the game is that it's free to play, meaning that you have to literally buy the song, which I was stupid enough to actually do that. But I did manage. But based on what I played of Hatsune Miku Future Tone, based on what I played of it, it was a fun game. It was fun. It was fun. It's a nice, cute little rhythm game. It's cute. And heck, I found some, I don't know, hidden gems, but I found some great songs on there. Like Even Polka, Vegetable Soup, etc., or Vegetable Juice in this case, etc., etc. I found a lot of good songs with Hatsune Miku. So, I found a lot of good songs. Also, I clipped right through that, fantastic. But yeah, seriously though, I think Hatsune Miku, it's a good series. I think it's a good series, to say the least. I think it's good. I mean, based on what I played of it. And there is also has a game called Hatsune Miku Project DVX, which I think released before Hatsune Miku Project Tone, or Future Tone. And that game does have a story mode, but I barely played through that, unfortunately. Yeah, I barely played through that. I barely played it. Based on what I played of Hatsune Miku Future Tone, based on what I played of it, Hatsune Miku, Project DVX, I think it's a fine game. I think it's fine, but I just don't remember much of the story mode. The only thing I remember is something about you're helping Hatsune Miku. I think where she is trying to set up a concert or whatever, and it's your job to, I don't know, help her remember the songs or some shit. I don't remember. All I know is that Hatsune Miku Project DVX does indeed have a story mode. It does. But I do know that there are some people out there who are big fans of Hatsune Miku, and Hatsune Miku is cool. It's cool. And I have seen some Hatsune Miku stuff, like holograms of Hatsune Miku, where basically you see Hatsune Miku in a hologram. Although it is kind of funny though, because this is a true story. This is a true story, and I wish I was making this up. Okay, so this person literally publicly married, quote unquote married, I should say, Hatsune Miku. Basically she was just using a hologram, and apparently said Hatsune Miku, apparently she broke down on him, but, so yeah, that's actually true. Yeah, some person publicly, quote unquote, married Hatsune Miku. And I wish I was making that up. I wish I was making that up, and I am not kidding. If you guys don't believe me, just type in "man married Hatsune Miku" and you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. You'll see exactly what I'm talking about. And like I said, I wish I was making that up. Like, you would think the person would just do it as an imaginary type thing, but but whatever, it's just how it is, But like I said, I do know there are some people out there who are fans of Hatsune Miku, like I said. There are some people out there who are fans, and even though it's just a music type deal series, but like I said, I know there are some people out there who are fans of that kind of stuff, there are some people out there who are that, and I like Hatsune Miku. I mean, I'll admit back then, when I first played Hatsune Miku Future Tone, I'll admit I used to be obsessed over Hatsune Miku. I used to be. Now, I just like Hatsune Miku, just as a series, or just as a music type deal. But yeah, nowadays, I don't consider myself a Hatsune Miku fan or anything like that. I just like Hatsumiku. And if I'm not mistaken, the last Hatsumiku game that actually got a full-on game mode. So I do know there is a Hatsumiku game on the 3DS. I forgot what it was called, but that one doesn't really catch my interest anyway, because that one is literally the character designs on that game are literally a chibi design. Yeah, those are literally chibi designed character of Hatsumiku. So like I said, I'm not really the I do think Hatsumiku, I think it's cool, but not everybody is into that kind of stuff. Not everybody is into it. Not everybody is into it, and I get that. Not everybody is into that stuff. Not everybody. But like I said, based on what I played about Hatsumiku, I think it's fine. And the funny thing is, there's this game called Mario Kart PC, I think it's called, where it's a fan-made Mario Kart game on PC, obviously, but it's in the style of a Mario Kart, and based on what I played on that game is pretty cool, especially since you can use customized characters. So yes, you can literally play as Hatsumiku if you wanted to. And the funny thing is, there's this one person who used to be known as the Pro Gamer 101. Yeah, it's funny because like he literally created the Morgana car, but like basically based on the vanilla Morgana design from the Super Persona 5. And the funny thing is, he literally did this thing where he had Morgana on there, but it was poorly made. And it wasn't even on purpose either. He was genuinely trying to make it look decent, but it looked so bad. It looked so bad, in terms of that. It looked so bad, and I wish I was broken. But yeah, there is, like I said, there is a game called Mario Kart. A Mario Kart PC, like I said, there is a game called that, and it's a good game. It's a good game. And heck, if you have a shitty computer, well, don't panic. 9 times out of 10, that computer should be able to work. Not the computer, but the game on that computer should work. The reason I'm saying that is because my computer is a piece of shit computer. Heck, it's an Optiplex 760 computer. It's just a shitty computer. It's shitty. And despite the fact that the computer is shitty, that game runs just on my computer. But it makes sense though, since again the gameplay style is based on Super Mario Kart. So you would think my computer would be able to handle that just fine. You would think that. So really, it's no big surprise. But then again, Persona 4 Golden. You would say that game runs just fine on potato computers, meaning that it runs on shitty ass computers. And yet my computer doesn't run it because like I downloaded it fine. I downloaded the game just fine. But in terms of making the game run, it did not work because after I double-clicked the application for it, it wouldn't run because I got an error message stating that the computer is that it didn't meet the minimum system requirement. So fortunately, I wasn't able to experience Persona 4 Golden on my PC, and I believe that was the first time when I tried to experience the game. So I'm gonna assume I must have tried it in like 2020, 2021, or 2022. I'm gonna say 2022 the very latest because 2023 was that thing because then 2023 that was when Persona 4 Golden and Persona 3 almost Persona 3 Reload. That was in both Persona 4 Golden and Persona 3 Portable. I can't really say respectively because it came out the same freaking day. But the modern ports of those games, they released on modern platforms, and that was when I first experienced Persona 4 Golden. And holy shit, I love that game so much. I mean, not as much as Persona 5 Royal, for sure, definitely for sure, obviously. Those who know my channel, but yes, I streamed the game on my channel on my PS4. So therefore, I have the game on both my Switch, although in this case it's technically Switch 2, although technically still the Switch 1 version, but read around the Switch 2. So I have it on the Switch 2, or in this case technically Switch 1, but you know what I mean, and PS4. And PS4 is mainly for the stream purposes, but I did give that game a full playthrough before streaming the game, just to make sure that the game didn't contain any blocked scenes or any of that garbage. Because you know how that is, and yeah. And what can I say? You know, I had a good time. You know, I streamed Persona 4 Golden. I thought that was a good playthrough. Not as good as Persona 3 Reload's playthrough for sure, but I just had a lot of fun with it. I had a fun time with it. Although, to be fair, I did do some grinding on Persona 4 Golden. And heck, I'll go as far as say my grinding was worse on Persona 4 Golden than it was on Persona 3 Reload. Because at least on Persona 3 Reload, I only got my characters like say level 14. And while on Persona 4 Golden, I got my characters like level 28 or whatever. And so, I mean, that was way too much grinding. So, I mean, that was way too much grinding. Oh, man. But what could I do? What could I do? I had a lot of fun on streaming Persona Golden and Persona 3 Reload on my channel. And I want to do Persona 3 Reload, I do, but it's just the only problem if it is blocked scenes. Unless, I mean, well, so I'd say, yet I still want to cover it anyway. So basically, where most of it is covered, based on my stream of it live. Streams of it live on PS4, but then the rest of it on my my phone or whatever. The only problem I have with that is that it could be too loud when I try to record it, and then I make my neighbors upset. And trust me, I don't want my neighbors to get upset. Believe me, I don't want them to get upset. Believe me, because I've been living here since 2025 of January. And what I mean by that is this year is 2025, and in which case I started living here on the 25th of January of this year of 2025. You know, that's when I started streaming. That was when I first moved here, and you know, and that's why I'm saying these things. You know, that's why I'm saying it. You know, because you know I just like it. You know. And, I mean, I like this apartment. I think it's a good apartment, you know? I think it's good, you know? It's really good, you know? Well, what I'm gonna say is, personal life is kind of getting in the way of certain things in my life, like I said, but I'm not gonna go over the details, like I said. All I'm gonna say is, you know, like the personal life, like I said earlier on the stream, but... Yeah, and also, no, unfortunately, can't show off Anthony Biku's, you know, yeah, it got the top 4 again, so.
Inferior rival defeated.
Well, yeah, well, I mean, yeah, it makes sense, because you are at the highest difficulty setting. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to play as Joker as level 1, and I'm going to play as Joker, in which case I'm going to go against level 1 CPU player, and then after that I'll call it quits, I'll be done. Because, you know, like, 3 hours, I think, is long enough. I mean, if it was back in the old place, then I would have just played every single character without worrying about it. If it was back in the old place, so. So let's, okay. Well, first off, let's, hold on. I just want to make sure. Okay. So I'm gonna play as Joker, and we'll end off the stream there. And also, because of how long the stream is, I'll actually do a stream. I'll actually look for a raid target too. So it's time to play as Joker because he is my main. He is my big main of DLC wise. And maybe, I guess, Patrick, maybe Joker, or not Joker, but, although him too, but yeah, maybe I would also mean Patrick and Hatsune Miku. But when Mega Man comes out, oh yeah, Joker and, Mega Man will be my big mains, even though Joker's already one of my mains anyway. So, let's do this. Let's play as Joker. Like I said, level 1. Let's have Sonic, and here we go. Let's end it off. Let's do one more Grand Prix, and then I'll be done. I'm gonna assume that Joker doesn't have copyright in terms of, you know, because he only has take over, wake up, get out there. In terms of main themes or whatever wise. But.
Think you can keep up?
So yeah, I should be able to win this time around because Sonic is literally at level 1. So I should be able to do a good job here. At least I would hope so. But you know, that's just what I want. But
Not bad, not bad.
I just got off a few races. Well, hey, I'm glad that you're loving this game. You know, you know, it's a good game. I think I'm glad that you love it. You know, like you know, this game became my game of the year. Like I said, it's a good game. You know, it's good. You know, what can I say? I love this game. It's just good. Yeah, like I don't know. I don't know how to word. I just love this game. I just don't know what else to say. You know, it's good.
I'll catch up yet.
Random track.
Well, considering that you're level 1 Sonic and that you're far behind, I don't think you will. Wake up, get out there. But yeah, seriously, like I'm trying to say here, to those who are RPG fans like me, or just like the Persona series in general, then yeah, please play Persona 5. Or just play any Persona game in general, it's good. And I am over it. I am over it now, but I do agree it is a shame. Yeah, I was a little bit upset that it didn't win any awards. I guess it makes sense it wasn't going to win anything, because, you know, Mario Kart World and, you know, Mario is way more popular than Sonic. I mean, let's be real here. Mario has always been more popular than Sonic. It's always been that way. You know, but you know, yeah, they could have been a bit. I don't know. I don't even think it got nominated either. Yeah, I don't think. Yeah, I know it is true. I don't think it got nominated either. I don't think. And I'll probably listen to the Victor music, you know, for Joker, probably in the last race or whatever, because I mean, I just like listening to it, you know, so.
That's just round 1.
Yeah, well, I mean, again, I know you're not real Sonic. You're just a computer player, but you're just a video game character, but. You're not. You're more likely not gonna beat me, Sonic, because you're at level 1. Like, unless drastic changes happen. So basically, according to what I could see, I wasn't able to win in level AI's level 9 and level 10. So that's got to be an accomplishment, because I was able to beat a whole lot of the AIs, all in the same, all in the stream. Not all the AIs of levels wise, but I did beat a lot of them. So, it's obviously doing something right, you know? You'll be adding you as a friend in the game. Well, yeah, unfortunately, unfortunately though, I don't have, PSN on my PS4. What I mean by that is PSN Plus. So, unfortunately, that's not gonna work, but hey, if you want it, yeah, PlayStation. But you can add me on the PS4 if you want. So that way, if I ever do get PSN Plus, you can do that. But I wouldn't really recommend. But it's just, you know, it's just I mainly game on my Nintendo system, and that's pretty much the whole point as to why I don't have PSN Plus, because I don't really game. I mean, I do game on PlayStation. AK Sony, I do. But I just don't really, you know, I'll go online on the PS4 unless using the internet browser or something. But yeah, But who knows? Maybe later on down the road. Maybe later on. Okay, what am I even doing first off? Maybe later on down the road, I'll consider getting PSN Plus. I mean, I know when I first got the PS4, I had like 3 months or a month or whatever free of PSN Plus, but I just didn't really care for it all that much. Just by me playing Resident Evil 5 on there quite a lot in terms of online wise, and then I just, okay, I don't know what the heck that was, but okay. But yeah, but I will say that that I do like but you know, I mean yeah, so that's I didn't really care for it, like I said, so I was like, yeah, I'm not gonna read my membership, because I just didn't see the point. You know, I just didn't see the point, you know. Since, like I said, I mainly game on Nintendo systems, like I said, but so I say, so. Yeah, well, yeah, you can. Well, you can do that as long as you're 18 and up, though. As long as you're 18 and up, you can add me on the PlayStation 4. You can, but if you're anything below 18, then it's definitely not recommended, because I don't add people that are below 18, or at least as far as I know anyway, because I don't want to risk anything. So just so that part's clear. Let's talk to 82 fan 3 aka for just have Luke. So and you're right on time too, because this is the last character I'm playing as. So you're 25. So that's good. That's good. Since you're 18 and up, then I'm happy then. Because like I said, if you were below that, then I wouldn't add you. Because like I said, I learned my lesson the hard way. When I learned my lesson the hard way all those years back. I'm not gonna get into it because it's personal reasons, but ever since then I learned my lesson on adding people that are below 18. So glad to hear that report that okay, I'm not being a report, but I'm glad to hear that either way that you're 18 and up, like I said. Okay, Sonic, or whoever who drew that wasn't nice. Besides, I think you're gonna choose the track of the Crossworlds. Yeah, you are, because you're Sonic.
I'll set the pace.
Alright, new followers, okay, yeah, anywho, yeah.
Not bad.
Oh yeah, that's another complaint I kind of have with the game. Aside, okay, it's not really much of a complaint, but where sometimes the characters, they have like repeated dialogue, not just towards the stunts like Amy, for example, but it's just overall. Yeah, that was alright. That's good to know that you followed me. So, I do occasional streams here and there on the PS4. I like Wheel of Fortune, Wednesdays, stuff like that. I also do regular YouTube videos on my channel once in a while. In which case, if you're curious, my YouTube channel is Video Game Fan 96. So, and as of right now, it has an icon with Luigi on there. So if you want to add me on YouTube, you can too. But you don't have to. But oh yeah. Okay. At first I didn't know what you were saying, and I'm like, wait, why? That made no sense. But yeah, like I said from earlier, for those who have not played the Persona franchise, please do yourself a favor and please play the Persona franchise. It doesn't matter whether you start off with the original Persona 5 or Persona 5 Royal or Persona 4 Golden or whatever. Just please play the series. Well, at least as long as you play like Persona 3 and onwards, because that is when the series really kick-started. But you know, but to those who are not RPG guys, they're probably not recommended. But I heard from some comments out there, saying that they aren't RPG fans and yet they still like the game of the Persona series of the game. So And to those who want to play the Persona games, well, good luck because those games are not short. I almost said long. Those games are not short, assuming you do not skip the cutscenes. Those games are long. Like, for example, I think the average playtime on Persona 5 Royal is like 100 to 110 hours or so.
Time to get serious.
Well, Sonic, you're not going to get serious, or at least not that likely, because literally, level 1 CPU, level 1 AI. But yeah. But yeah, like I said, Staunton to Atlantic 2 fans, 3 aka Virgin Type Loop. Yeah, like I said, he came at a perfect time. Yeah, like I said, he came at a perfect time because, like I said, because this is the last character I'll be playing as, so, you know, because what can I say, you know, I like playing as Joker, and, you know, Joker's cool, you know, probably my favorite DLC character so far, and probably Mega Man 2 when I play as him, and I don't know about Proto Man, well, like I said earlier on the stream, guys, I am a big fan of Mega Man, because, yeah, I know some people are like, ooh, like the Sonic guys, they only play Sonic, nothing else. Yeah, maybe some Sonic fans are like that, but not this person, not me. I'm into other gaming series. I'm into Sonic, I'm into Mario, I'm into Mega Man, I'm into Shantae, I'm into Persona, you know, I'm into Kirby, I'm into Fire Emblem, Resident Evil, etc., etc. So, you know, I know, like I said, yes, some Sonic fans are like that, where, like I said, where they only play Sonic and nothing else. But to me, I'm into a different variety of different games, and I think I'm into more gaming series than the ones I just mentioned. Hence my name, Video Game Fan 96. Although back in the days, my username, like I said, used to be my first real name, which is Dominic. My last name, I'm not going to say due to safety reasons. But then I realized, you know, it's not safe, so I decided to change my username to Video Game Fan 96. And the only reason as to why my username was my first and real last name was because back then, it's just a first name and last name. So I just assumed that you needed to gain a certain amount of subscribers first in order to have it to where you need a certain amount of subscribers in order to have a unique username. Thankfully, I thought wrong. And I also did gain a community post page. But and also, those who are curious, here's my Joker impression. You're probably not going to hear me. But I'm going to try my best Joker impression. Alright, level up. Power courses through me. Persona! And, you know, it's time. Ravage them. You know, that kind of stuff. And then, Arsene! But yeah, you get the idea.
Excellent!
So yeah, unsurprisingly, I won in all the races, but that makes sense. Level 1 CPU, so AKA or run this series rival, so nothing too concerning.
Oh well, next time.
On Sonic X, or Marge Smith version, Sonic X or Vector. Sonic X, find the computer room. Yeah, find the computer room. Yeah. Find the computer room. Find the computer room. Find the computer room. Okay, I'll stop.
Congratulations!
I'm sorry, I could not help that. But there we go. That was the Christmas special of 2025. So before I forget, because the only way I will forget, I may as well change the music back to its default settings. So that's way I'm not like, oh wait, why is Wake Up Get Out there playing? Why is Take Over playing? Stuff like that, you know. Oh crap! I didn't even realize. Well, too late. No, I'm not gonna redo the whole stream or whatever. Just listen to the victory music. So let's remove that. Remove that. Remove that. Ba ba da da da. Ba ba ba. So I just want to make sure. So there. Alright, so that will pretty much do it for the 2025 Christmas special. And I hope you guys enjoyed it. Sure, I wasn't able to play as Blaze, because like I said, I want to play as the DLC characters once it's close to the 3-hour mark. So yeah, like I said, basically takes around 2 hours or so, or if not that close to that, so or a little bit after 2 hours or so. That is when I play as all the characters on the top row, except for Blades, like I said, but you know. So yeah, so I had a fun time with this one. I also have my Christmas tree set up as well. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this live stream all the same, because if you guys do enjoy watching my guys' streams and videos, as well as like the stream in general, please click the like button. Please click the like button. If you want to subscribe to the channel, subscribe. If you guys want to subscribe to the channel, if you guys want someone to stream to the video, subscribe. Click the bell icon. That way, you guys don't want to stream to the video, and we will go on from there, folks. Also, I like how Video Game Fan 1999's not about latest, but his Dungeons & Dragons Christmas special, which is part 83, by the way. I like how the thumbnail on that is Daisy with Waluigi. So. Anywho, cause I did see Cobra was playing like Pokemon Legends EA, which I don't really care about that. I also saw, I forgot, what was Nova Knight playing? Okay, F-Zero GX. Okay, so unfortunately I can't rate him either way, because I don't want spoilers for the story mode on F-Zero GX, so. And also I like how, Scott the Was uploaded this video like 57 minutes ago in this case, as of right now, the sentence, I believe, or so. Scott the Was literally uploaded a video, called Pro Consoles. So to those who do not know me, I would definitely recommend checking him out. It's a good channel. Or not a good channel, but... Oh! I was getting ready to say, wait, that doesn't make any sense. Because the reason why I'm saying that is because I saw Video Game Fan 1999's version of Wheel of Fortune. Although his is part of the Christmas special. Well, mine is part of the Wheel of Fortune Wednesdays. But I got that confused. I'm like, wait, what? How am I subscribed to myself on my own account? The only way I'd probably see myself, doing that is by using one of my alt accounts that I subscribe to this account, which I have done that before, at least one or two of my accounts. But that was because I guess I was desperate for subscribers at the time, so I'm like, oh, okay, just do that to cheat my subscribers. But yeah, so aside from those two, I'm not seeing anybody worth rating. Because Pokemon Legends ZA, don't care. And, like I said, F-Zero GX, don't want spoilers, so unfortunately, I have to leave. Because, also, I'm not really a Metroid guy, but Metroid Prime 4 also recently released, if I'm not mistaken, so check that out if you guys are interested. It's probably the biggest Nintendo, game that released so far, but that's because it recently came out, if I'm not mistaken, not that long ago. And in fact, I'll even type it in just to prove a point. Metroid Prime 4 Beyond, I think is what it's called. And I think something about, as well, that, there was some kind of sand type deal. But Metroid, okay, December 4th, 2025. So, okay, I guess technically it released quite a bit of a while ago, but it's still technically the same month. But yeah, I had a lot of fun streaming this game for you guys. I really had a lot of fun. Yeah, I had a lot of fun. Really fun. Yeah, fun. And so, yeah, as of right now, the current plan is to do this thing to where sometime when I get back home, because I'm assuming that Nights is going to release either tomorrow or Christmas Day, because it makes sense, because, it just makes perfect sense. But yeah, I'll be sure to stream Nights. It's not Christmas Crossworlds. Maybe I could label it as Nights Flies into the races or something. I don't know. I'll figure it out. As time goes on. I don't even know what I'll call it at this point. All I know is that Nights is a good game series, and I have played some of the Nights games. Okay, technically one of them. And I only played the demo of Nights into Dreams. I didn't really care for that one from what I remember, because it was only the demo, so I don't remember too much about that one, because I remember playing the Xbox 360. Not the Kinect, but the Xbox 360. Xbox Live Arcade. I think I even played it on my computer too, but I think it was more so the demo of anything. I don't even remember. But I do know I did play Knight's Journey of Dreams, and that one was fine. I remember loving that game how many years back? It's on 16. And some friend recommended it to me. I don't talk to the person anymore, but I'm not going to explain on how I met the person. I mean, because I don't talk to the person anymore, like I'm trying to say here. That's the keyword trying, big keyword trying, big keyword trying here. But I will say either way, though, the Knight's Journey of Dreams, I think it's a fine game nowadays, but it's not the best game ever, folks. Especially with the cutscenes, because, like, the opening intro on that, it looks fine. The CGI cutscenes in general look fine, but the in-game cutscenes look terrible. Even for the Wii, even for the time, like, I know it wasn't really Wii title, but even games like Mario Party 8 look better, in my opinion. And, you know, even Mario Galaxy, in my opinion, look better. You know, the original one and Galaxy 2. I guess I think both Mario Galaxy 1 and 2 combined, but oh, okay, I'm getting off track. I don't know about getting off topic, but getting off track all the same. Anyways, folks, like I said, hey, you guys watch my streams and videos, and the stream in general. Be sure to give the stream a like if you guys want, to subscribe. Again, my other streams and videos, like if you wish to as well. Now that I'm trying to force you to. If you guys want to subscribe to your channel, subscribe. It would really help on my channel. And if you guys want to subscribe to your channel, if you guys want to stream your video, subscribe, click the bell icon. That way, you guys want to stream your video, and we will go on from there, folks. I guess before I forget, so I don't have to worry about the news icon as well. May as well press that. Just okay. So, anywho's, folks, this is it for real this time. Video Game Fan 96 is starting off, and I will see you guys hopefully on Friday. Hopefully, and I say hopefully because I don't know. I don't know if Knights is gonna be releasing on Friday. That's for one. And two, like I said, I won't be coming back home until the afternoon of Friday, like I said. Because like I said, this is the whole point. That's why I decided to do this Christmas special and the Wheel of Fortune Wednesdays from earlier today. Because I figured that I may as well stream those two games now, which obviously I did. And I'm streaming this game relatively shortly. But since I figured may as well stream these games now, since I'll be gone partially, well, I'll be gone on Wednesday morning, but I'll be back. But it's not going to matter anyways, because like I'll be back for the majority of the day on Wednesday, because I'll be gone Wednesday morning. At least I'll be back. But then what is Wednesday afternoon, 4 o'clock p.m. Central Time, I don't think or so. Well, that'll be it. I'll have the then I gotta see tonight on Wednesday night and Thursday night. And then my mom's boyfriend, my mom, they'll drop me off to work on Friday. And then I go to work on Friday. Then I go back home on that afternoon. So who knows? Maybe Nights will release tomorrow. Maybe Nights will release the day after. Who knows? Maybe she'll release on Friday for all we know. Because I think I've come to realize that the DLC characters, I believe, release on like close to the weekends, or I don't even know at this point. But anyways, folks, Video Game Fan 96 is starting off for real this time. And until next time, Video Game Fan 96 is starting off, and I'll see you guys next time whenever I feel to it. Hopefully on Friday, depending on if Nights is releasing or not. But we'll see. Video Game Fan 96 is starting off, and I'll see you guys next time whenever I feel to it. Hopefully on Friday, like I said. Video Game Fan 96 is out of here. Bye, everyone. See you guys whenever I feel to it, which, like I said, hopefully around Friday. And well, peace out, everybody. Peace out.